Well, hello there, everyone. It's Paul Sun-Hyung Lee here, and welcome to another edition, an exciting edition of Funboxing Sundays here on YouTube and two other platforms. We're talking about Facebook Live and Twitch. Welcome, everybody. What a show we have in store for you tonight. And what a week it has been. So many things have been happening. My head is swirling. Fair notice. I sneezed today, and I actually hurt my neck sneezing. So there's always got to be some sort of balance in the force happening there. So if I look a little bit pained or if I'm moving a little bit awkwardly, it's because I'm old and I sneezed. So that's the short of it. That's the worst thing to happen to me this week. And so, you know, it's been a great week if that is the worst thing. Welcome to the show. I'm Paul Sun-Hyung Lee. I said that already. Basically, this channel, for those of you who are new, we talk about nerdy things. I unbox geeky collectibles. I do a half-ass review, and we chat. There's a drinking game. There's a great chat community, we get along like a house on fire, and it's low-key, low-stress fun. But boy, oh boy, has a lot happened this week, and I'm going to get to it. I think a lot of you probably already know if you haven't figured it out. Although I think somebody in the chats hadn't figured it out. So this is a really great way to sort of introduce it. It's not redundant at all. They made an action figure of a character that I played in Star Wars. And if you know me, you know that I have been bitching and moaning forever, tongue in cheek as to why my character hasn't gotten an action figure for Star Wars. Star Wars, that's right. I play a character in Star Wars. His name is Carson Teva. First appeared in the Mandalorian. I disappeared. Press the button. There you go. Did anybody hear any of what I said? This is again. This is it. Okay. So this is, I guess, if I press this button. Oh yeah. Oh, I've done something else completely. I got to stop doing that. I hit the keyboard by accident. I'm a professional YouTuber. Anyways, getting back to it, I played a character on a show called The Mandalorian, which premiered like in 2020, many years ago. And the excitement of being on Star Wars and being on a show and being a lifelong fan and this and that was just unbelievable. And then what ended up happening was people kept asking me, when are you going to get an action figure? Are you going to get an action figure? I can't wait till you get an action figure. And it got into my head that, oh my gosh, that would be great if I got an action figure. I like action figures. I play with action figures. I collect action figures. That'd be great. Hey, Hasbro, where's my action figure? And it didn't happen. It took a very long time. And I think I did the calculation, I did the math, and I think if my math is correct, it took precisely 1,600 days from when my character premiered on The Mandalorian 5 years ago to the day that they announced that it was going to be made. 1,600 days. And what fantastic timing. We're going to talk about that. Fill you all in on how that happened, what's going on with that later on in the show. But I have a special guest who is here with me tonight. I'm trying something a little bit different with Funboxing Sundays. I have a lot of fun doing it, but it's always great when you have a really good friend join in and sort of share the load and have this conversation. We can bounce back and forth. Those of you who are friends of the channel who've been there, you know, I've had Steve 3 on, I've had Ryan Dole, I've had Toying Around, Kevin on, and tonight I have a very dear friend of mine who I love to pieces. He's somebody that's very simpatico with my age in that sense. We're kind of kindred spirits because we both sort of grew up loving the same things. He's got the intimate knowledge of a Gen Xer, but the spirit of a Generation Alpha or Gen Z guy. We both get exasperated with kids nowadays, but we both love what we do. He is also one of the kindest, most generous people that I know out there. He will give you the shirt off his back. He's also got incredible nerd cred. He's got his own show, and I love him to pieces, except for one tiny thing. He is obsessed with probably one of the most obscure characters in all of Star Wars history. He's obsessed. And I don't know why, because this character is so overrated and so overblown. He's devoted his entire identity towards this to the point where his screen name honors this guy. He's got a show dedicated and named after this guy. But, nobody's perfect. So please join me in welcoming my dear friend to the channel. We are talking about the one, the only, the Fallen Fett. What's up, Ernie?
What's up, Paul? What an intro, man. At first I was crying, and then it was turning into rage.
It's good. You keep them crying and get them to laugh and then get them mad at you. So
yeah, exactly. Just like your best relationships. That's how it is. I love how the chat started guessing and nailed it.
Oh yeah.
There you
go,
was
baby.
Great. Yeah.
Well, thanks for jumping on. I know you were just at Disneyland.
Thank you. Literally, season of the Force just started.
That's right.
So
and I saw your. Go ahead.
Yeah, I had to go get content. I had to go get content over there. Everything started on Friday. Such a big time over there. They're doing it right. I mean, celebrate Star Wars for like a month and a half, all the way up until May the 4th. And I wanted to go check it out, but then you messaged and shine the light, and I came a running. I was like, well, bye Disney. I gotta go do a show with Paul.
Oh,
what
man.
time this is. Yeah.
Thank you. I've been trying to get you on the show for the last little bit, but I didn't. Sunday is your regular pilgrimage out to Disneyland, and so and I get that. That's your happy place. You build that in, and that's fantastic. I was just last night. I just kind of thought, okay, I've just got to throw it out one more time. I'd love to have you on board for tonight to chat about what we're going to be talking about today, because man, I love you. And
thanks, man. I love you right back.
Oh, thank you.
And I'm so happy for you.
Thanks, man.
Of this time that you've had, and I couldn't be in a better place, not even Disneyland, than here with you right now to get into it and to talk about it and to go over stuff. It's been a while for us.
Yeah.
So I can't wait, dude.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I totally miss you. I miss for those of you who don't know, Ernie, myself, Yoko McCann, and Kevin Wong, we are part of a group called Boba Squadron, and we would do episode recaps of all the different Star Wars shows that were going on. In fact, there's a new Star Wars show that's going to be happening fairly soon in the next, I think, 23 days.
Yes.
The countdown is on, and of course, we're talking about Andor. And so, there's the whole, what we would do is we'd watch the episode, we'd get together, we'd cobble together some notes, and we would do a live stream chatting about the episode and doing the breakdown and whatnot. And this was a regular fixture for a couple of years, which is great. And we actually did a couple of podcasts with that. And so when you get used to hanging out with people every week, when you stop doing that, you miss them tremendously. And Ernie, I missed hanging out with you. You a lot of fun. And I will admit, I miss teasing you, bro. I miss teasing you because
I miss it too. Yeah. Things were going too well there.
About you.
Yeah. No, thank you so much, man. I do. And hopefully we get the return of Boba Squadron soon. And, Andor season 2 will be premiering. Yeah. There's going to be a lot happening there. 3 episodes in one sitting that they're going to do. Like a year. This is the rumors that I've heard. They're breaking up in years.
Yeah.
So each one will have a jump.
Equals a year. Every week will be the next year, basically. And much like the structure for season 1, where they had the 3 episode sort of mini arcs, that's the same thing here, except in this case, the 3 episodes will encompass a year of time, and it will lead up to up until the first scene of Andor, the Rogue One, apparently. The last scene of Andor will lead into Rogue One.
I can't wait.
Exciting stuff. The hype is huge. The hype is real. People are waiting. We've got other things coming up as well. We've got Celebration Japan just around the corner. That's kind of going hand in hand with the launch of Andor. There's a lot of people that I know who are going. A lot of friends. Same. Yeah. The anticipation is high for that. All the con exclusives, the panels, the sneak peeks. There's going to be a bunch of trailers for sure. The celebrity guest appearances. It's going to be off the hook. And a lot of people are really, really, they're pumped for it. They're pumped to go to Japan and spend some extra time there and see.
I wish we could have made it. That would have been awesome.
Nice. It
Yeah.
would have been nice. It would have been nice. I was
Maybe
secretly
next time.
hoping. Yeah, and I was holding out that maybe
Yeah.
I'd get invited to be a guest.
There's
and
still
whatnot,
time.
but it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. But that's
If
okay.
it does,
I'm at
I hope
peace
you
with
take it.
because
Yeah.
I have my friends who are out there who are going to be
Yeah.
getting me all those sweet con exclusive toys.
Yeah, we're
So-
gonna have to go over some of those.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do that.
Yeah,
We're
for
gonna do
sure.
that. But before we get into that, got some housekeeping to do. Again, hey everybody, I'm Paul Sun-Hyung Lee. That is Ernie Villarreal, the Fallen Fat. We are here broadcasting to you tonight live. I'm in Toronto. Ernie is in California, just outside of Apple
SoCal.
Valley. You're
Apple Valley, SoCal.
SoCal,
Yep.
Southern California. So he's West Coast. I am East Coast. And we are here together, united to bring you a night of geekery, unboxing toys. And we're going to be talking about how Hasbro finally showed the love and gave my character an action figure. Not just any action figure, an action figure in legacy size. I guess you could call it TVC 3.75, 3/4 inch, 3 3/4 inch, the old heritage size action figure. So we're going to be talking about that entire process, the announcement that happened this week, the mini feud between myself and Mr. Steve Evans. That's Mr. Stevie 18 on Instagram, for those of you who don't know, and the build up to that, and where you can pre-order that figure from, and the resulting fallout from all of that. And this is what we do.
I do have a story for that.
Okay, great.
When we
We'll
get
to
into
that.
it. Yes.
We're going to get to that. So now there's certain things that we do on this channel that I think a lot of the friends know. First of all, is we have the shout outs. This used to take over an hour for me to call everybody out, but I'm getting good. I'm getting really, really good at it. I've gotten it down to sub 10 minutes now.
Ooh.
And the goal is to get it to, like, between 5 to 10 minutes is a sweet spot, I think, because everybody loves a shout out. And I think that's only fair. Anna, my lovely wife, is actually helping out by moderating the boards. So she is lurking behind the scenes. She got control. So you'll see certain things popping up. Yes, you see right there, like just happened on my monitor over there. It's a delay of 7 seconds. It came up in my tiny screen and I couldn't see it, but that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna do roll call right now. We're just gonna, say hello to everybody who's in the chats over here. So first off, we are going to say and give love to RC Bash, who became a new member. Welcome aboard. It's great to have you as part of the Bidder Brigade. Next, we have Howl Runner Base saying, yay, can't wait. We've got Jabalong in the city. Congratulations on TVC Mini-Me. Bad Wolf Media is here as well. We've got Bitter Troll here in the warehouse. The Adelphi Rangers are in the warehouse with us today. Carrie Fanti is here too. Hello, Carrie. Great to see you. Bitter Troll Charles, it's good to see you. My sister, Angela Lee, is in the chat. Hello, Angela. Welcome to the new basement. Aaron L. is here with us, as well as my dear friend, Alicia McKenney. Hello, Alicia. Great to see your name, as always. We've got Skywalker's Academy here. Hooray, Hasbro did do it right this time. We've got Melissa K. Hey, all the way from Sweden, but she's going to have to sign off soon because of severe thunderstorms. That's right. Climate change is real. We've got Jinpei 05 here saying hello back to you. Global Health Science Institute from Southern New Mexico is in the house. Always great to say that name and to say hello to you. Primetime Reviews is here. Thank you so much for the congratulations. I appreciate that. Aaron S. is here as always. Hello, my brother. Oh, look who it is. It's Tommy K. Everybody in 3, 2, 1. Shut up, Tommy. You'll get it when you get it. If you're new, don't worry. We love him. He's great. It's just a thing that we do. All right. We've got Hip Optimus Prime in the house. And look, he didn't know. He thought it was a custom figure. Well, we'll fill you in, although I think everybody else has already done that. My dear friend, my good friend Andrew Terrio is here. He's obsessed with Michael Chiklis. Don't hold that against him or Heritage Tomatoes. He's a great guy. Cheers to you and to Peter. Love you, buddy. So good. Look at that. That's my home system. Thought I was talking to her. All right. Next, we've got in the house Toy Geekosaurus is joining us. Hello, Toy Geekosaurus. Always love to see you. We have more chat. Wow, lots of Hip Optimus Prime he's getting filled in. Hip Optimus Prime. Nigel is getting filled in by Bitter Troll, which is awesome. We've got Utini Designs, Justin Jacobs joining us. Hello, Joe Chu Fook. I hope Figments is doing well. Give him some love from all of us to him. He's going to recover. We know it. We're rooting for him. All right. We've got Scott Rabosco, who is here as well. Anton Attard. Hello, everyone. Hello back. Monstar 0305. Justin, how you doing? We've got J Guys Studios saying hello to us as well. We've got Alan Balcom. Hello, Alan. Welcome to the warehouse. Tommy K. Yannick Frev. Hello, my dear friend. Good to see you. Hello. We're going to be on down the list here. And John DeLong is joining us. It is exciting indeed. A bear is here. Is it 7 yet? A while ago, but we're past it now. D Sertle is here in the house. What's up, Daniel? Good to see you. As always, hope your back is feeling better, my dear friend. Walterior Motives. Love that name. Welcome to the channel. He's saying hello there. So we're going to say... Hopefully you all heard that. My sound hasn't all messed up. We're going to keep moving on down the list. We've got the King of Sparta here with us tonight. Hi from France. Lovely, lovely, lovely. This is truly an international affair. Burnt Vidar Vader 74 Larson is joining us. Hello. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. It's been a while, but no, you were here last week, but it's been a while since I've streamed consecutively. So that's always lovely. Quinn Calling is here. Hello, Quinn. Great to see you. John Galgano is here, as well as Skywalker's Academy, and we have Benny Gregerson joining us. Raymond Tentis. Hello, Raymond. Great to see you. Just moving on down, JP Raymond. Oh, it's scrolling. I'm getting what's going on here. This is it, man. Nothing can be easy, Ernie. Nothing can be easy. We've got Guerrero Chris joining us from Facebook Live. Hello from the Midwest, and bless you. From your neck. I can't believe it. I just sneezed, and then suddenly I was in like, and it was a delayed one. One of those ones where it's just like, I don't understand.
So that made it even worse.
It's just getting old, man. It's just getting old. Jennifer Voorhees, thank you so much for the congratulations. I hope it is the first of many because, well, we'll get into that. But my character has a bunch of different looks, right? Charles Stevens, thank you very much for the support. We've got Ken Plume here with the super chat. Thanks so much for dropping by with some quick support. Hashtag Bitter Shave Club. Thanks, Ken. All right, moving on down the list, we have Gary joining us. Hey, thanks, Gary. Appreciate you. Pants. See, I always do this. It's not Pants Fan for Life. It's Pats Fan for Life 69. Good to see you too. I just did another stream. So this happened last week. I thought I said Pants Fan. It's Pats Fan 69. But I keep reading Pants. And then I did the Hyperdrive podcast last Thursday, and Pats Fan for Life was there, and I called them Pants Fan again. It's what I see. So I apologize for that, but thanks so much for your patience and joining in. Ashley, that's fantastic. Good to see you, and I'm glad you could at least hear me, even though you couldn't see me because of my own ineptitude. Will Prattis is here. Hello, Will. We've got Denny Gamache joining us. He's pre-ordered as well. Fantastic. Quinn Calling has become a new member. Thank you very much for joining in. James Dalton, my old friend, thank you so much for joining us from Alberta. Good to see you again. 14 Wellington is here saying hello, as well as Valerie Ogden. Hello, Valerie. Rosa Holm is back in the house. Hello, Rosa. Thank you so much for joining us. It's always great to see your name up on the boards. Big Dog Pound Big Dog Pound 1 is blessing us. Can't speak anymore, Ernie. With a $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Congratulations on getting your own figure. I hope Hot Toys takes notes. Hey, you know what? From your lips to God's ears. Now that we got a taste of it, let's do some more. Let's give me some more. Right? That would be awesome. All right, we've got My Name is Kingdom. Hello, Anthony. Good to see you here. Moving on down. Lots of love in the chats. It's back and forth. Look at that. Anton is Aaron S is so happy to see you, Ernie.
What's up, Aaron?
So happy to see you. Mechanized is back. Hello. It's great to see you again, Mechanized. Win or Lose has guessed it is Ernie. Scott Hughes is saying hi from Facebook Live, all the way from down under. Rob Kerwayne is joining us as well. He is happy. I am happy. We're all very, very happy. Yes, the Fallen Feet. That's an old one. Dust that one off. Justin Dykes from Facebook Live already pre-ordered. Now we need an X-Wing for you. Hey, again, your lips to God's ears. That's it. You know, I always say, what's next? What's next? I'd love that. The man needs a ship. Man needs his ship, right? Richard Perez is here. Impressive intro. Thank you very much. I think it was good up until it wasn't. But you know, it is the vagaries and the uncertainties of a professional YouTuber, right? All right, and we have Bitter Troll gifted 5 Bitter Asian Dude Inc. memberships. I'm sure they've already been scooped up. Thanks so much, Charles, for doing all that. I appreciate that. I didn't say hi to Jennifer Voorhees, so thank you. Yay, Ernie, saw you were at DLR today. So there you go. I watched that too. Gonna keep going. Kevin Kenobi is here. Hello, Kevin. Good to see you. And 14 Wellington, we said hello to you. It said Tanya Snuggles Cook. Hello, Tanya. How are you? Hope you're watching together with Carrie and you're sitting there both giggling over the great news that I got this week. Okay. What is this? My wife did that one. Hello, everyone. Saying hi from behind the scenes today. Yay. That's my wife, who is also, that's Anna. It looks like me, but she's just using her powers to impersonate me. You ever get that, Ernie? Somebody impersonating you? Yes.
Yeah, that's Yoko on my end. All my comments are Yoko. So yeah.
That's you got it. You need the help.
I don't know how to do it.
Right? Eric Ebrads 4 Bradshaw is here. Hello, Eric. Good to see you again. I recognize that name. Justin, who is double dipping. Thank you so much, Justin. I appreciate you. Yeah, we're almost there. Havoc Dog is here. Rosa. Hello, Rosa. We've got Raging Mando saying hi. With a $10 super chat. Great fun hanging out with you on Hyperdrive. An unbelievably great guest with the best stories. Thanks so much, Frankie. Frank? Or is it Ralph? Frank. No. Oh, I'm so sorry. My brain is melted. Thank you. I had the best time. I didn't know how long we were going to be on there for. I think it was a little over 2 hours, but it felt like 15 minutes. I had a fantastic time, and I would love to come back. And I should have some of you guys on the channel too. Thank you for the $10 super chat. Really, really appreciate it. And yeah, guys, check out the Hyperdrive channel on YouTube. These guys made up some fantastic collectors, huge Star Wars nerds, and they're a lot of fun. They are a lot of fun. So, hey, go check them out. Hyperdrive, they're on Thursday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern. Yes, so it's 6 p.m. Pacific. So check them out. Very, very cool guys. John Carmen is here in the house. Oh, and thank you so much for the $10 super chat. I appreciate you. John Carmen is here. Hello, everyone, but mostly Paul and Ernie. Oh, that's nice. Thank you. Sterling Dugay is here. Thank you so much. Jetta Patrol Ryan is here. Hello. Carson Teva figured down now for that X-Wing. Let's go. Indeed. Thanks, buddy. I am TJ Williams is here. I do hope they have a Black Series figure, but you know what? Yeah, that's something else for me to, to advocate for. I think that's the word. Yeah, push for. Where's my Black Series figure now, Hasbro? You think that's a bit much, Ernie?
No, not at all. I've already started the letter.
That's hilarious. J Guy Studios here again. Yes. Toying Around is here. Daniel watching on his phone from 2013. That's right. His phone bricked on him, and so he's using his old phone, and he's complaining that it's so slow. I don't mean to laugh, but man, that that's a good.
How did it even turn on?
He's got his old phone now, so
wow,
that's the thing. So thanks, Kevin.
What's up, Kev?
Oh, that's the best. Rosa. Super generous. Super generous. 50. Thank you so much for your $50 NOK. I'm not sure what currency that is, but like that's amazing. Hugs to Awesome Paul. Hugs to you. Thank you for your support as always. I see your name on all the different sort of podcasts that I've been, video podcasts that I've been on, and you're always so great on, so supportive, and your comments are always so smart. Thank you so much for that generous super chat. I appreciate you. Yeah, we're gonna move on down the line. That's so great. This is one thing I love, the support of this community, and all these super chats are really unexpected. They're not, I mean, that's the lovely thing, and they go right back into building content for this channel. So I do appreciate that. Completely not necessary, but always massively appreciated. So thank you for that. Again, this is the community showing just how wonderful and caring they are. We've got Aurelius Delgado here saying hi to everyone as well. Rosa lives, she lives in Tromso. Am I pronouncing it, Ernie?
I believe so. Tromso.
Right. The O has a
sign in,
has a
circle. So I don't know what that is.
Slash through it. So that for me, it's like Scandinavian. Is that Scandinavian?
I believe so, but I don't know the pronunciation of it.
Rosa, she's gonna fill us in. She's gonna fill us in later on. And we'll get to that, and so we'll chat with Rosa. That sounds great. Keith Lee is saying good evening, people, to everybody, and joining us on Facebook Live. I keep seeing Pants Fan for Life. I'm so sorry.
You say it and I see it too, so I can't back you up.
All right. Oh, I'm also a fan of Pants. Thanks, LQ. At least people are having a sense of humor about it. Raging Mando is saying now they're joining on. It's a dog pile. I'm so sorry, Pats Fan for Life. What have I done? Yeah, you can just see that. Hey, yeah, space pants. They could be space pants, right? Look at his pants liking weirdos. Oh my gosh, here we go. Moving on down, a bear Stan Solo is here joining us from Facebook Live. I'm not going to Celebration Tokyo. We touched on that earlier on, but we'll get to that more in detail when we start talking about Celebration Japan. Redhead Nerd Rage is joining us from Twitch. What? Kayla from GalaxyCon. Stoked to see you get a figure. Thanks, Kayla. I miss you. Kayla and I worked together at one of the Galaxy Cons, and she's just, a wonderful human being. She got along really well with me and Anna, and you were one of the best. I'd love to work with you again because you were just so amazing. So thank you so much, and thanks for tuning in. I don't think very many people watch on my Twitch stream. I get like maybe 1 or 2 people on it. It's this mystery platform for me. I mean, Yoko's got it figured out, but I look at it and I'm like, I don't know what it is. What is it? Like, I don't get it. I just don't get it. So, but I just put it out there just because I can, and it's easy for me to sort of stream on there because I just had to press a button. But that's the first sort of real interaction I've ever had from a Twitch viewer. So thanks so much, Kayla. Good to see you. We've got Gaz Nottingham here joining us as well. Good to see you, Gaz, all the way from the UK. Scott Sutherland, my old friend. Good to see you. Thank you so much for the love. We've got the Best Car Kid joining us. Hot Toys. I actually have a story about that. I have a friend who's sending me a custom Hot Toy figure, and we'll talk about that. Remind me of that, okay? Valtron is joining us all from Vancouver. Welcome from the west coast of Canada. He's actually saying hello to you, Ernie. So that's great.
Oh, what's up, Valtron?
Yeah, Christina Payne is saying hello to everyone. And Cat Chin is in the warehouse. I'm going to say a house. The warehouse. Hello, Cat Chin. My old dear friend, I hope you're doing well, you big nerd, you. We should, yes, Anthony, 100%, we should start a petition. The last one worked, which is great.
Yeah.
Alexander Eagleson has been a member for 41 months. Thank you so much for your continued support. Hi, Paul, Anna, and Ernie. Hi, Bitter Brigade friends. That's what I mean. That's the love. James Ward is joining us as well. Hello, James. Good to see you. Vanessa C. Hello, Vanessa. Hey. Thank you so much for that. Congratulations. I feel it. I feel the love. I'm loving the love. Thank you so much. I'm so excited for this. Cammie is saying hi to me and to everyone here on the chats. Hello back, Cammie. Great to see you. I keep seeing Pants Fan for Life. I'm sorry, bro. I'm so sorry. Ken Plume with another $2 super chat. It was my understanding that Anna reimburses us in Canadian Tire money, my friend. In Canadian Tire money. So thank you so much for that $2 super chat. I'm going to scooch on down the list here. Yes. Here we go. NOK. Oh, so my sister looked it up. NOK is Norwegian kroner. Nice. All right. Thank you so much for filling us in, Angie. And thank you again, Rosa, for that. That's amazing. Kyle Goodwin is joining us here. We need it in 1/6. Congrats on the figure. Thanks so much. This is my wife. What is she saying? If you hurt your neck sneezing, no way you will ever figure out Twitch. Let's be honest, Paul. And look, it responds in all 3 platforms.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Triple.
She has you covered.
Good Lord. My neck just seized up even more laughing about that. Thank you, Anna. I love you. And Rosa Holm became a new member. Thanks, Rosa. Look at that. We're going to have a special badge for that. Special badge for Rosa. Redhead. Whoa. Redhead Nerd Rage. Miss you and Anna. Hi, behind the scenes, Anna. Yay. Okay. Thanks, Kayla. She's got to get back to work. Matthew Purdy. My dear friend, we have ordered 80 of your figures for the store. If you don't know who Matthew Purdy is, he owns and operates probably my favorite toy store in the world, out in Langley, British Columbia. We are, of course, talking about Toy Traders. Ernie, come to Canada. Come up to Vancouver when I'm back there working over the summer. We will take you there. We took Yoko there. She loved it. D. Sertle went there.
She told me all about it.
Yeah. You got to.
Well, definitely.
You got to.
Is 80 enough, Matthew? Hey, maybe you meant 800.
Maybe. But that's great. So good to see you, brother. Love you. And we'll get when I'm back in Vancouver, when I'm back out in BC, we'll get together for sure and chat. Yeah, because that'd be great. I miss you, man. I miss you. Thanks so much for your support. Jeff Critchen is here. Cricken. Yay! Thank you for joining us on Facebook Live, and thank you for the congratulations. I appreciate that very, very much. Christopher Colvin is here. Wow, long time no see. Yeah. Always wonderful to see your names up on the board. Your name up on the boards. Chris Christie is here. I now see this as Homer yelling, "Don't you hate pants?" I mean, it has the inevitable sort of associations, right, Ern?
Yeah, and now I hear it too.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, Pat's Fan for Life is 69. You're gonna be like, I hate Paul forever. And I think we are all caught up. Richard Perez sneaking in under the wire. Hey, Paul, now at 3.75 is in the bag. Would you prefer a Black Series 6 Black Series helmet or Lego? I've already got the Black Series helmet.
Yeah.
So I'm good there. The 6-inch Black Series, yeah, like you get one, you want the other ones. Lego is like, come on, that's. I grew up playing.
That could definitely be done Lego with your shit,
right? Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. This is amazing. All right, I'm going to do something that I'm going to do something. We're trying this out, Anna. I'm throwing control of the boards over to you. I'm going to embiggen my screen. There you go. And now she has control of the boards. And now I can see you, Ernie, instead of this tiny little micro thing. I'm running off of this. This is a teleprompter right now.
Oh,
and so it's
really?
A small screen. Yeah. So I'm doing that. So it's hard for me I can't look at what's on the screen and see the comments at the same time.
Yeah.
So when I do the comments, the screen is tiny and I can't see what's going on. So now Anna has control. She has control. She's got admin functions and she's throwing it up there. And right away, we got a super chat from Alexander Eagleson of $5. Thank you so much, Alexander. Embarrassed that every time Ernie shaves, I go, "Who's that?"
So does everybody. Yes. But it is me.
Yeah, yeah. And there we got another comment from Cat Shin. Anna is always in control. Let's be real. I know. We all know. We know. I know. Valtron has been a member for 42 months. Thank you so much for your continued support. Love seeing the brigade members from back when here. It's been a while, and it has been a while. Ernie, you get it. Running your own channel is it's a lot of work, and trying to maintain that schedule can be very, very difficult, especially if you're swamped with work and stuff like that, and getting the content out there. And you want it to be a good show. You just don't want to just do it for the sake of doing it, right? You want that content. You want to have people enjoy it. Look at that. She's even throwing the freaking ticker across the bottom. Production value.
I love it.
That's when you have
with
a
you right there, man. It's been 3 weeks since mine.
Right. Yeah.
I've been on other shows than my own.
Right.
So yeah, I feel you.
And that's the thing. I mean, longtime fans and members of this channel know I was very, very prolific in terms of broadcasting every Sunday, but then just life gets in the way. I'm working, and the burnout is real as well. It becomes when something becomes something that you feel beholden to, like you're not really feeling it, but you're just like, once it gets to that point, that's territory you need to step back and take a break, because doing something like this, you'd never feel like a chore. Right. We do this because we love it. And I just again want to reiterate how much I do appreciate the continued support of this community, because that's what it was about. It's about building this community up and connecting, because I started this YouTube channel during the pandemic. Right. It was something to do for people to reach out and connect online. And it's grown into something like this. And, with the help of many, many people, it's been fantastic. Bitter Troll, do not adjust your screen. Anna controls it now. She controls it horizontal. She controls it vertical. She does. She always has. She always has. She just increased the production value of the stream by 10 times. Yeah.
Always.
That's it, man. That is it. That's it.
Yeah, I've been right there with you, because it turns into so much, like you're saying. And I've done so many shows. Yeah. I've taken breaks from all of them before, just for that reason. Sometimes it does get there. But the same as ours during the pandemic, man, for They're Not Dolls, we just felt for everybody, community-wise, people, the world type thing was, we were on every day, Paul. Every day. And we called it a quickie mini. Just a chance for everybody to get away. And I'm like you, that's what we do this for, to get away, to have fun, to be in a community where everybody is just the same as you and has the same thoughts and shares the same happiness. And it really does help sometimes. But I get it. Stuff gets in the way, but I'm glad you're back. And what a time to be back.
I know, right?
Now.
What a crazy time. How could I not? Let's get to it. Let's get right to it. So John. Anna. Nice timing. Is Paul allowed to unbox himself on YouTube, or do we have to subscribe to his OnlyFans? Don't give me any ideas. You never know. Ernie has his OnlyFeet fans site.
The money's there. Let me tell you.
There you go. It started off as a joke, but now he's selling socks for $500 a pair. So there you go.
Hit me up after.
Gotta say, Paul is the most fantastic fan base ever, the most wonderful crowd of folks that have ever assisted in my time working conventions. Kayla, thank you so much. This is it comes out of, I think it's a very simple tenement or just philosophy. It's just be kind. Be kind to people, and they will reciprocate. That's the thing, and you build that. And I think the world needs a lot more kindness and a lot more examples of kindness. Because if you receive it, the impulse is to share it and to give it back, right? And that extends to like the immense amount of kindness that I've received from fans, the support that I've gotten because of the work that I've done, and the connections that you make with the characters, right? And that's the thing. And when you approach going to a con with gratitude, whenever you're invited as a guest, I think that's gratitude. Yes, you're getting paid money to be there, but I've gone to cons where paid guests have been absolute jerks, right? No, like no fucks given. Just here.
Yep.
Like it was just this. I couldn't believe it. And as a fan, when you see that, you know, if I'm ever on the other side, it's never going to happen on my watch for me. So that's the thing. And Kayla, you know, you're fantastic, so patient, so on the ball, so organized, great. And like the best ones you can tell are you can tell how good a con is by how they treat their volunteers and the people who work for them. And like any con, that rests, like the successful cons ride on the backs of the volunteers and the people working there. And if they are not happy, the con is not going to be a good one. And you know, GalaxyCon is great for that. I love going to Raleigh. I love going to Richmond. I would have loved to go to Columbus. Would have been great, but I had to back out for that because of work. But GalaxyCon, if there's one in your area, cannot recommend them highly enough. They treat everybody right, and it's a well-oiled machine, and they have great guests too. So there's that as well. But getting back to the news of the week, yeah, I got an action figure. Hasbro finally announced it. Anna, do you want to throw up a picture of the said action figure? We're going to test her. There we go. There we go. This is, of course, the part of the vintage collection, VC363. It just rolls off the tongue. We had a wonderful time sort of doing, I was lucky enough to be part of the unveiling of this character. And this was something that was months in the making in terms of getting me on board. Look at that. Look at that guy. This is, again, I found out last year, Mr. Steve Evans, or Mr. Stevie 18, approached me and said, "Hey, you know, we'd love to collaborate with you. Would you like to be a part of this reveal?" And it's like, hell yeah. That's right. I got legs. Gentle Giant, of course. This is not the first sort of depiction of me in the toy world. The first one, of course, was the Gentle Giant mini bust that was released a couple of years ago, actually, and it did a great job. 1/6 scale. Ernie's got his. There we go, and it's autographed as well. And that's a great sculpt. But the joke for me is always like, I feel like Lieutenant Dan because I ain't got no legs. So there it is. So that got released. I was really happy. But the big one always is and that's a statue, right? It's a bust. That's as it is. Great for display. But you know, the action figure, you know, that's the posability of it. The fact that you can play with it and you can do different things is something that I think all kids and collectors really, really want. So to finally get that released and then to have to be quiet and work with the Hasbro team about this, I think they've just nailed it. And I am biased, but we can also be our worst sort of judges of ourselves. You know, sometimes you can be really harsh in your judgment, especially if it's about you. But I'm so stoked for this. This figure is 100% retooled, no reused parts. They created new molds just for my character, which is awesome. It's the flight suit
means a lot.
The leather jacket. Yeah, that's an investment.
It really is, because for those who don't know, of not just, oh, Paul got a figure, like on the back end of it really is like, so people should know this, to give you your own tooling and your own figure is really a lot, because what they usually do in the toy world is use the same buck. They'll use the same body for all of these X-Wing pilots, for all of these, you know, Rebel troopers, etc., etc. I mean, it goes along like if you were to think Mortal Kombat, you use the one, you know, ninja body sculpt, and you can use it and just change the colors many of different times. So for them to have gave you your own mold and sculpt and everything, that's even better. Like, wow.
Yeah. It's so flattering and so humbling, and it's because there's so many factors involved as well, because I kept hearing from different people, it's like, well, you know, it is expensive to have to design and implement, and you got to make these molds and this and that. And that's why You know, for example, there's so many Mandalorians that are out there because they can use, it's the same armor sort of template. And they're, you know, it's just a repaint. You can repaint to the different styles, but the basic body parts are the same, and you can interchange them. So different arms, different legs, same torso, different helmets. But once they're made, you can start using them. This one is, 100% new, they told me, which is great. And it is great. The leather jacket look, the design, the detail on that is great. You can see the little patches on the side. Those are accurate to the screen. I meant to say screen accurate. I said accurate to the screen. I don't know. I'm excited. I see that. Those two patches, I actually had a say in the design. I designed them, actually, and there's a whole story behind that I've told a million times. And so there's that. The arms, so the jacket looks like it's removable, basically. And it is. It's pliable. It's like a softer sort of plastic, but the arms are molded with the sleeves on it. So that's, you can take off the jacket, but the arms will still have the brown leather bits. And if you look at it, and Hasbro sent me a prototype that I had on the live stream reveal. He's got a bit of a gut, which I love. He does. He's not super skinny. He's not like the 19-year-old Luke Skywalker body that everybody's complaining about. He's got a bit of a gut, and I'm like, yeah,
nice,
man. And not like too big of a gut. Like, there are people out there's like, well, you could just reuse Jack Porkins' his torso. I'm like, come on, man. So it's either super skinny or super fat. Like, come on. There's got to be some sort of in between. So I do appreciate that, Hasbro. They got the hairline right, which is great. I think it's a pretty good likeness to the of the face. It's so good, in fact, that initially, because I didn't know what size it was going to be, what scale, whether it was going to be 1/12 or 1/18 scale, right? And so I looked at, when they showed me the picture of it at first, I thought, is that a Black Series or is that TVC? Because it's good enough to be a Black Series, I think, right? So if you just look in the face, so there's that. But full posability, which is great. You can just see, the accessories that it comes with. That helmet fits beautifully, easy to put on, easy to take off. Proportionally, it looks right. It's not like that huge bobblehead.
Another plus,
right? That they had with some of the other helmets.
Exactly.
It's either the helmet is too big or the head is too small. Here, if you look at that, that looks spot on. Spot on. And look at the disco dancing finger guns.
They even gave you your chin strap.
Yeah, I know.
That darn chin strap.
Well, canonically, that is correct.
It is
from the first, from the second season and the third season, right? It's not until Ahsoka that the chin strap goes down. So I'm holding out for the Ahsoka figure, right? But I mean that's the other thing that I'm sort of wondering about, pushing for,
right?
Is there's a bunch of different looks for Carson Teva, right? Thanks,
yes.
Teva. He could have a full flight suit with the jacket, right? He's got his dress uniform-y look when he goes to Coruscant, right? Yes. Where he's got and then the
jacket.
And then the form of the trial scene in Ahsoka, that light beige jacket.
Yes.
Which is great. So that's 4 looks that I can count.
And you know what, Paul, coming from the toy world, it can all be done with this sculpt. Just like we were talking about. Yeah.
Right? They got it. And they could reuse the sculpt as well, right? Like if they wanted to do a TVC Trapper Wolf. Am I frozen or are you frozen? There we go.
I was going to ask the same thing.
That's right. Micro Galaxy Squadcast. That's right. Carson Tava Evolutions 4-pack when? 100%.
Perfect.
They have the pilot 4-pack, and I was joking that half has it. You can have the Carson Tava 4-pack, right?
Yes.
You could do the Mando, Carson Tava, and Grogu triple pack. There's so many different iterations of that. Like Katie Sackhoff, when I was on her podcast, and she found out that I didn't have a figure yet. She's like, "What?" And then she just started rifling off all the different combinations you could have, and I thought, "Oh my god, I love her even more."
Yeah, that was so great, fantastic.
Right? And in fact, it's so funny because I was just on the Hyperdrive podcast, and they clipped a story that I told about being at Skywalker Ranch for Filoni's 50th birthday, because apparently Katie on her podcast, she was talking with Ron Moore, who of course was the showrunner for Battlestar Galactica, a bunch of different shows, and she was telling him about how she was at Skywalker Ranch and got a tour with me. She says, I was just with Paul Sun-Hyung Lee, and we got a tour of the Skywalker Ranch. And so the guys were like, is this true? What happened? And so I told them the story about how, yeah, at Filoni's 50th birthday party, Jon Favreau got us a private tour of the main house at Skywalker Ranch while the party was going on. And it was just like, yeah, just, checking out a piece of, George, like you're on this iconic property, historical property, looking at these, getting a guided tour of this place that you've only seen on like clips of shows.
In movies, TV shows,
And so it's like, oh my god, it's like the first time you ever visit New York City, for real, and you're like, I know this place, I've never been here, but I know all, like, I'm familiar with all the architecture and stuff. And so
the great part is Favreau, right? Hey, just come on, come check it out.
Well, you actually need somebody. I mean, John has free range, but he actually had somebody who like works at the ranch to give us like a proper tour of the entire place, which was awesome. And John was there with his wife and his son. So Katie, she reposted that, and she liked that clip. And I messaged her and I said, I finally got my figure. I finally got my figure. I know, I've already pre-ordered 3 of them.
Oh, that's great.
Like, how awesome
my
is
gosh.
That?
Yes.
You love, throw that support your way, which is awesome. And so now I've been diving into TVC because I have a bunch of TVC figs that I had. Like, I was originally collecting Black Series, and then I got a bit disenfranchised with it, and it was like, these are too big and there's too many. So I sold them, the majority of them off, right? I was like, something's got to give. Went to Hot Toys, sort of fell down that rabbit hole, as you can see. And then TVC, I was going to take a pass on, but I ended up restarting to collect them because of Hasbro's the Razor Crest, the HasLab. It's like, wow, that ship is beautiful, right? And so I got that. I'm going to need figures to populate that. So I started collecting, just off 1 or 2 here or there. It's like, oh, that would work with the Razor Crest. All these worlds blend. I've been finding boxes of TVC stuff. I just sort of threw them in boxes. I have like 3 Bo-Katan's.
Oh,
I don't know how.
Perfect.
I have 3. So it's like, oh, great. So now Kitty and I, we can do an exchange. I'll sign if you sign. Right?
It's the magic number.
Yeah.
Because one you open, one you put on display, and the other is that in case something ever happens. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh.
Bread on fat. Want to keep on card, one open and one just in case. There you go.
Yeah. It's a collector's rule. It is. Yeah.
So I don't feel bad at all. I think maybe that's why I got 3.
Yeah.
But Hasbro, so they approached me and they said, hey, we want to do this. And I was like, yes, 100%. Let's do this. And then it was just like, Christmas came around and it was a new year, and it was just like, it's sort of sporadic back and forth. And I'm wondering, like, when are we going to do this? When is this happening? And it all came together really, really quickly. They FedExed me a package just as I got back from shooting Avatar season 2 in Vancouver. And shut up, Daniel. Take a drink, everyone. Shut up, so Daniel. True. Don't hurt your back. He got me all.
Yeah.
They sent me this prototype, and then we shot. That was a pre-recorded sort of thing. But as we finished that, Mr. Evans, he messaged me saying, "Hey, you know what would be fun is if you start commenting on my TVC." So Steve Evans is in charge of what's his title? He's got a proper title over at Hasbro. He's the head of the Marvel and the Hasbro, the Star Wars line of figures, right? So
yes.
I'm gonna just look it up because I know him as Steve, really great guy, love him. He is the senior design director for Hasbro, for Marvel, and Star Wars. He's also a massive nerd and a collector himself.
Yes.
Really, really smart, really wonderful guy. He said, hey, why don't you start commenting? If you start commenting on my TVC posts, I'll comment back saying, not knowing who you are, and like we can start this little beef sort of thing online. It would be kind of fun leading up to. And I was very much like, yeah, let's do it. Let's have some fun. But I didn't know how far to take it, right? Is it the Hasbro hates me, where's my figure? Like that sort of like strident, outraged collector nerd? Or is it like little pithy remarks like, oh, that would be nice? I didn't know. And so like, you put the feelers out, and he was great. He was just like, his responses just had me cracking up, just laughing. And I started this whole waiting, it's like 1,597 days and counting. Still no figure, right? And fan polls were going on, and it was just, he created this video where it was just like he's just trolling me, like figures that, certain figures, bearded figures who will never be part of my collection. And he had, did a video, all these different figures. So it was great. And that like really led to a lot of speculation online. It's like people think, is that really a beef? Or are they just, is this leading up to something? And I was great because like it was are they or aren't they? And I know Kevin was like on, because he was messaging me going, what's going on, man? Is like he seems to be getting like really personal. Dude.
He was.
Right? Yeah, and that was great. That's what I loved. And he kept checking in, going, he was like, is this okay? Like, is this too much? Let me know if it's too much. And he would, like that video he sent to me, he said, let me know. And I was like, no, go more.
Oh my God.
Just go. And so the toying around was all like, dude, man, he's getting like super personal. Are you sure that's okay? I'm like, I don't know, maybe he just had enough of me complaining. Right. So because what we would do is, and I stopped doing that, but D Turtle and Kevin, they would watch the streams, the Hasbro live streams and the announcements and stuff like that. And they'd be waiting for the Carson Tava announcement. And whenever they didn't, they'd message me. And I go, well, of course not. Right. And so this was the whole leading up to that. Right. And of course, they saved my segment for the very end. And then I got the whole, I knew it from Kevin, which was hilarious. But it's not every day you get a chance. It's not every day you get an action figure of yourself. Yeah. And it's not every day you get a chance to be a part of that reveal. So I'm really, really happy about that. The Hyperspace Heroes podcast, The Legend of Brown Squadron. Congratulations on the figure, Paul. You ordered 5, 2 to keep and 3 for Christmas giveaways. All right. Hashtag nice. Tava under the tree. Ernie.
Yes.
How many did you order?
4.
4?
Yeah, I ordered 4. So the golden 3, just to be okay. And Corinne wants one to take pictures in the park with.
Oh.
at Galaxy's Edge and Batu, she wants different Paul everywhere.
100%.
So,
oh my God, that's awesome.
For sure.
Ken he's saying the same thing. Photos of folks traveling the world with the Carson Tava figures.
Yes.
Hashtag travels with Tava. I love that idea.
We'll use the same hashtag.
Yeah. So they floated that idea, and I love that. I want to do photo competitions with that too, like different poses with Carson Tava.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is something that would be a lot of fun to do, and like have a at the end like a hot toy giveaway.
Oh wow! Boom. Yeah,
and
absolutely.
It's going to be hashtag team window open. Anybody with team window closed gets eliminated. Because why not?
You know what, Paul? I totally fell for it too.
Oh, you did?
Oh my God, dude, bad. So bad. Okay, so we are close friends, yes, but I also know you on a personal level, which is very different and nice. So unfortunately, I know how busy you are, and I keep up with you with Tommy. And Tommy's, he's just barely back home, this and that. Okay. And I saw this go down, and I was just like Kevin. I was like, dude, what is this guy doing? Because it did get really mean on some comments where I was like, you know what? No, I know Paul. Put your phone down. Shut up. And so then, yes, too, I'm like, Yoko, have you asked Kevin, like, is this a thing or what's wrong? Because I wanted to know too. And she's like, did you message Paul? And I'm like, no, because I know he just got home. And what if he's mad? I don't want to, intensify it. I said, and then I'm going to say something. Yeah. And so she's like, I don't know. Let me ask. And so, she got a hold of Kev too. And, she's like, no, I don't know. Wow.
Oh
and so
God.
it was just like some of those comments. I was like, wow, this guy's comments is, man. I think the one that really got me was he responded to somebody and said, my dad always said, if you beg for something, you're not going to get it done. And I was all, oh my God. Yeah. So I was just like, oh, you know what? If it's upsetting me, you're right, Yoko. I'll kick back and I won't message Paul because I'm sure he might be mad too. She's like, I'm not too sure what's going on. And so, I was just like, okay. But you guys, I think, hooked a lot of people. People. Yeah.
Hey. Well, I mean, that was a plan. And that was Mr. Evans, man. It was his idea. And thanks, Bitter Troll. I didn't lie. I was acting.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Yoko's in the house. Look at that. And she's like,
Yoko.
What? I was not fooled.
That's why she told me to kick back. She's like, just leave it alone and wait. And I was like, okay, maybe you're right. But I was getting mad. Oh man.
That's very good.
Some of those ones.
One of my favorite ones was because there were a bunch of fan polls that are going on. And,
yes.
The winner was like, he showed the winner of one of the fan polls. It's like, and I said, oh, great. They get another figure. And I think he responded with, yeah, that's what happens when you're popular. And that was like, oh,
yeah.
You cut me, Shrek. You cut me deep. I loved it, though. Like, anytime. I mean, and that's the thing, because at the end of the day, they're toys. They're toys, right? And I think, if you cannot have fun with you, at your own expense,
yes,
it's good. And I'm always up for that, because I'd rather make fun of me than somebody else. Well, maybe you. It's more fun. It's kind of fun to not make fun of you, but it's good to have fun with you. How's that? Like the time you went and tried to get those coins.
That was me running around all day this morning. Again. And I told Corinne, how am I going to tell Paul about my day today without him making fun of me? You know what? He's too happy about his figure. It probably won't happen. And here we are.
Yeah, here we are. I'm sorry, brother. I can't not.
Right.
So the reveal happened, and my phone started blowing up, and it was great. And then the big fear happens of, oh yeah, Ernie was ready to throw down. That's great. Thank you. I appreciate that, brother. Can you imagine? Paul, like you're being let off in handcuffs. Paul, I did it for you, bro. I did it
at
for
the
you.
next con. Yeah.
Oh, only if you're wearing your fet chonies.
I have to every day.
But the big fear happens because, I read comments. I know you should never read comments, but I have to say the overwhelming number of comments where people were pleased. People were really, really happy. There was a lot of, oh, it's about time. It's great. We love this character or this or that and blah, blah, blah. But then you get the occasional peg warmer of the year. Right?
Yeah.
Up there, you're like, oh. And it's amazing the human, the human condition where you can have all that over-loving display of love, and it just takes one comment, right?
Yeah.
One comment. And so it's like, and so then it puts it in your head like, oh, I don't know. Is it gonna be the peg warmer of the year? And there's a little part of me like, not if I can help it. I'll order 20,000 of them. Fuck you, ass. I'm gonna do that, right? But it stuck. And I mean, I pre-ordered a bunch, and then I had friends reach out, like Matthew reached out, Matthew Purdy, and he was just like, dude, we got you if you want. And Hasbro's gonna send me some, but I don't know how many they're gonna send me, but it's just like, this is something that I want, so I can give to friends, sign and give to friends, family, and stuff like that. Like my family's gonna get a whole bunch of them. Right?
Absolutely.
Friends, kids
Christmas
in the
2025.
Yeah, man. So it's and for giveaways and for things like that too, right? And it's you never know how long that's gonna last for. So I'm gonna do that. It's like if your picture's in the news back in my day, And in Ernie's day, if you got
Yes,
your
we
picture
did.
in a newspaper, you go out and you buy all the newspapers because you'd have a physical copy of your
I still
picture
have
in the
some.
newspaper, right?
Yeah.
So it's that whole thing, and then the next day, so it goes on and on and on, and I'm thinking it's not going to be a peg warmer, is it? But you're stealing yourself mentally for this, right? It's like
Yes.
Hasbro going, I knew it. We knew it. We shouldn't have done that. How much money did we spend retooling that?
Right.
Well, that's it. Shut down Block Village project. We're not going to do that. We're getting rid of the Sand Crowd. No more new figures for the next 3 years because Paul Sun-Hyung Lee needed his Carson Tava. And then somebody messaged me, and they said, your figure, because the pre-sales went on the next day. And somebody messaged me and said, it's their #1 bestseller on Amazon in Canada.
Oh, check you out.
So I was like,
nice.
Damn, really?
Yeah.
Canada loves me. That's great. And so I love that. I think I'm feeling the love, and I'm seeing the love here. Hyperdrive, thank you. We won't let it be a peg warmer. LOL, I'll buy one every time I see one. It's great. Push little children down to get it. Create that buzz, right? You see a kid going for Vader, smack the hand and go, get out of my way. I'm going to get that Carson Tava.
That's the way to do it.
Build.
I do. I've taken out tons of kids for figures. So yes. Yeah.
Lightsabers too.
Yeah. We know that for a fact.
You know what's funny? So I open up a box that's labeled TVC figs, and the first figure that I pull out, Axe Wolves. Now, if you know me, that was one of the big things that I'd like to bitch about. It's like, oh, how many Axe Wolves? Axe Wolves. He was in like maybe one episode at the time, and he didn't say it, and he disappeared. Oh, he's got his own. He's got 2 figures. What the? And I just go on and on and on, and it became this running joke with me. It's like, oh, Axe Wolf, F that guy, blah blah blah. Then I met Simon Cassanides, who plays Axe Wolves at one of the Galaxy Cons. Oh my God, I loved him. He's such a great guy. So humble, so talented, so funny. Family guy who loves his family, and just, sort of, he's the real deal. Like, and that's the other lovely thing about meeting everybody who works in the, in the Star Wars universe. So far as they've been, like, as people, really, really awesome. And so I told him the whole thing about me bitching about, I've got this running gag where you always have a figure and I don't have a figure and stuff. He said, you know what? You should invite me onto your channel. Let's do it. And I'll be there playing with my, oh, look what I got. Oh, look, I've got a toy and all this stuff. It's like, what? And so he would troll me. And I thought, oh my God, I love you. That is so brilliant. I love that. And it's so funny too, because it was like the universe sending me signs, because I did get the Axe Wolves hot toy. He's back there.
Yeah.
Got the Axe Wolves TVC. And I also doing the card pulls for Tops. I got assigned. Like one of the first cards I pulled was assigned to Axe Wolves. I was like, come on. Why? So, oh, that's great. Thanks, Yoko. I have friends who aren't figure collectors, but have either interacted with you or feel otherwise connected to you via these streams, and they wanted to. Yay!
That's awesome.
That's nice. I love that. I love it.
Yeah.
Very, very happy for that. Yeah, I'm excited. So, like, they're saying the release date is in the summer. I think on Amazon it says August the 4th. You can get it on the Hasbro Pulse site as well. I think there was a bit of a snafu in terms of the price for it. It's sold out on Amazon Canada already. Wow. There you go. It's gonna be a hot figure. You're gonna have people, you're gonna have scalpers rushing out, pushing down little kids like Ernie, elbows up, to get those figs. All right. Let the chaos begin. And then, in a few months from now, it'll drop, and then you won't be able to get them away. But for that,
I can't wait to hear when you actually get to see it in store. Oh my God. That's a whole nother feeling. Right now, you can pre-order. You've gotten the news, but when you're gonna walk down that aisle and see yourself on the peg, that's wow.
I need this. I need to play with myself.
It's gonna be emotional. Yeah. It's gonna be good,
baby. This is the stuff. It's so surreal, and I am overwhelmed. But again, you can get on Hasbro Pulse, their website. There was a bit of a snafu because I think they were offering it for $16.99 American, and then it was up on sale for other websites for like 24 or something, and people were like, "What?" But that was an error. So it is around $17 American. In Canada, I think it's $24, $22 or something. So, which is like, this is amazing, and it's great because Hasbro saying, they were hearing that the fans really wanted this, and when the fans say something and then they show their support for a figure that gets released that they've been wanting, like the Visage Ventress. Did you see that?
Yeah,
that fig too. That looked super amazing, right? So,
and to me too, you're like you're saying, you're in a good wave. That's a solid wave, like to order. And just give me the case. Like that's a solid wave of figures. Yeah. So there's that too. Like,
and that's what I ended up doing.
Awesome.
So I ordered through a store called Fourth Moon Toys, which is they are a specialty shop in Toronto, on Carlaw Avenue. It's literally I could walk there in 20 minutes.
Oh, that's 25. Awesome.
Okay, 30 minutes. No, so my son, my eldest, he works there part time. And so it's great. He works at Stars Vintage. So I thought, like Kat Chin mentioned, like shop Canadian, shop local. So it's like, okay. Because I was on the Hasbro Pulse site. I was like, no, we're going to get in Canada. I'm going to. So Kat Chin ordered from Toy Snowman. And so I was like, I'm going to do that. Fourth Moon Toys. It's, one of these small boutique shops. Really, really great storefront. If you're a vintage or retro collector, like if you want, like they have all the old toys as well. They buy old toys. It's a beautiful shop, and they do have a great sort of selection of figs on the wall that you can go in and you can order stuff online. So I ordered through them, and I saw the wave set, and I was like, okay. I got to get a Visage. I got to get a Dengar because I don't have it. And I also pre-ordered that the land speeder with Luke.
Oh, with the Luke. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, because I don't have that farm boy Luke with the Gilligan hat.
Right.
So doing that. Adelphi Rangers have ordered from Big Bad Toy Store, Hasbro Pulse, and Amazon in case any store gets it early. There you go. And so that's the thing, because I've had Amazon cancel on me before. Yes. That's how I met Kevin, bitching about Amazon canceling my pre-order. So, thanks, Alicia. So I did that, and so when I go to Vancouver, I got my connection with Matthew, Toy Traders. He's got like 80 of them on hand, and I'm going to buy a chunk of them from him. And again, those the great gifts for like on set too. It's like, hey, you want an action figure? It's me. I'll sign it. I think.
And now you can say too, oh, you don't have one of yourself? Here you go. Now you're going to be able to say that on set.
Right. He was great until he got his own action figure. And he said, Dad, how many did you get? 3.
Yeah. He's changed a lot. Man.
So much. So that's been my week. And then what ended up happening was that happened. I got free tickets. I got invited to the Blue Jays home opener. Nice. If you know me, I love my Blue Jays, and I got to take my youngest, and we went, and it was a terrible game, but we still had a lot of fun being guests of the Toronto Blue Jays. And then I also found out that I got nominated for another Canadian Screen Award.
Congratulations!
For a small role that I had on a show called One Man's Treasure for best guest in a comedy series. So I'm like, wow, that's my 3. And then I sneezed and threw up my neck.
And that messed up everything.
So, Jason is saying, hey, thank you so much. What's up, Ernesto?
What's up, man? Yeah, that's all it takes. At least you didn't wake up like that. At least it happened. Something happened, right? The sneeze, so you know where it came from.
Instead of waking up injured.
Exactly, because now in our age, oh man, what happened last night? Yeah, I don't know. Went to sleep. Couldn't tell you.
No, I know what happened, and I've got the. It's going to be a movie. It's aliens take over your body. Right? Yep. They use your body as an avatar. You go through a dimensional portal. You fight bad guys, kick ass, and then come back. And then when
And
you wake up, you have no idea you've
sweet.
saved the universe. Except
I'll
for,
take it.
you know, you can't move.
Yeah.
That's my theory. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Here we go. Vanessa C. Now little Boba and Carson have a real showdown, even if different proportions. Little Boba's gone. He's going to be stuck behind there. Little Carson. Little Carson.
Now?
Are you kidding? Little Carson? Little Carsons. I'm going to have like quadruplets. There's going to be 4 Carson Tavas. Just bebopping around. That's what's going to happen. Ernie, do you have anything you want to unbox?
Yeah, man, we got tons of stuff here to do while we're doing. I do want to. It's already unboxed.
Okay,
but like we said,
saves.
We went this morning to Disneyland.
Yeah.
Evil Diva's still there, but it's Season of the Force right now.
Nice.
And all the rage everywhere with different things is popcorn buckets.
Yeah.
And so here is the Death Star popcorn bucket that I picked up for myself and Paul as well. And this thing lights up and makes noise. So there's, you can see the lights.
You're nice. Uh-oh.
That's great, right?
I love it. I love it.
Right. So, yeah. I picked this up today. There's other things. They have lightsaber swizzle sticks.
Lightsaber swizzle sticks?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. There was that. There was I got my Boba Fett jersey. I don't want to upset you though, so I won't show it.
Show it. Show it. Show it. You had to go somewhere else for that, right?
Yeah. This is what I did. You know what it was that you mentioned it?
Yeah.
It was at the coin place. So I had to take the monorail. I had to take the monorail. I had to go over to the store. I ran in and here it is.
Oh, that looks great. Boba Feet.
Boba Feet?
Oh, Fett. Yeah, yeah. Wait,
there it is.
I was going to say, did they misspell it? 80. What's the significance of 80? Is it like the amount of time spent falling into the pit?
Okay.
Is that
maybe. I haven't figured that one out yet, right?
Maybe that was the pitch, the frequency of his scream as he fell in.
There it is. Right? It probably was
80 meters.
80 meters, John. Thanks. I don't know because okay, so we yeah, but it was 83 though was Empire.
No, so 1980 was 1980 was Empire. 77
I thought it was 83.
No, 83 was Return of the Jedi. 1980 was the introduction of that character. Although that looks like the animated version. So from the
this is a whole different one because it's not. It looks like his Christmas special.
Oh, that's it.
The introduction of Boba Fett. But as you can see, it's different.
Yeah. Well, because it's not Boba Fett.
Maybe it is Empire Strikes Back. No, who is it, Paul? Who is it?
It's Commander Cody. Boba Fett died, and Commander Cody took over.
He just took over.
The cat confirmed 77 A New Hope, 80 ESB, 83 Return of the Jedi.
What nerds are we, right? And this is why I get yelled at. So yes.
Live day.
I know I have your list for you of things to get, and this wasn't on it, but I made the call and I got it for you anyways. And so this year, here is R2BNE.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Thank you. Bunny. Yeah.
That's great. Thanks, man.
So I picked that up for you to add to the collection of stuff. I have so much to give you, but yes. So that was today's. Like I said, those are already open. That's yours. I'm not going to open that. But so today I got hot items out there right now is your Jada Street Fighter toys. WonderCon just had more announcements and everything.
Yeah.
So I haven't been able to open this. I got another extra one in. So
Okay.
I'll open this up. And then I got just classic. Check out this Skeletor, man, from He-Man line.
Looks great.
Very close to resembling what we grew up with, but
Yep.
an articulated, larger figure, of course.
Fantastic. Is that a 6 or 7 each?
This is a little over 6, closer to 7.
Okay.
Are these? Yeah,
Sweet.
larger scale. This is by Mattel.
Okay.
And
Mattel.
for the Fallen Fett to stay on brand, you guys know I love Ross. And my trip over there, I pulled a He-Man battle armor for $5.
Wow.
So I'm going to be getting into these today, man.
Nice.
Some classic stuff and some new. Yeah. So that's what I got. What happened?
Sorry, I had a bit of a technical glitch on my.
Oh, okay.
I was like, whoa, what's going on? Technology. So I was like looking at it, and then there was dead air. It's like, oh, Ernie's done. Okay.
Yeah. Is Ernie going to open up all those? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to start with the Street
Yeah,
Fighter, and then we'll go from there.
Go for it, man. I have some things. We'll do it concurrently. So you open up, and I'll fill the air with.
Yeah.
I got some Hot Toys.
Oh, sweet.
I have been sort of populating this the display cases, and I have a lot of Hot Toys. I have a lot.
Yeah.
I have a lot.
Well, look at that display.
Yeah. And I had these grand ideas to have them all in like really dynamic poses, and I could, but when you do that, you lose all that space. Right.
Yes.
So it's like, oh, I get. But what I don't want is like the tightly packed sort of museum row, because you can't. So I'm trying to give them a little bit of dynamism, I guess. And so
Instead of just static one by one.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
it's getting there. I mean, the Mandalorians are like, shooting or flying or whatever.
Nice.
Bo-Katan's helmet and whatnot. But so this one I'm going to unbox this one here. This is a range trooper from Solo.
Yeah.
Star Wars story. Now, this was a limited edition release. Sideshow has them from time to time. And this one, I missed the window on it, right? Surprise.
Oh.
It's the first time I've missed it. And I was just like, oh my God. And they were sold out. So I actually I went on eBay and I bought somebody's pre-order. Yeah, I bought somebody's pre-order. And I was like, I'm always a little bit wary about pre-orders because sometimes it's
absolutely
it takes years, and then by the time if they don't send it to you, eBay will go, well, no, it's long past the limit of statute of limitations. There's nothing we can do, blah blah blah. But I know Sideshow, basically when they do these runs, the figures come out like almost immediately. Like once they close it, it's just a few weeks and then they send it out. So this is one of them. So yeah, it's the Range Trooper. So I'm going to open up this one, Sideshow exclusive. Open up that. I also have. I've become obsessed with these. Speaking of Japan, the Star Wars, the Japanese themed Star Wars figures.
Those are so great.
Yeah, Kotobushi. I can't pronounce it. I don't see the name on here, so forgive me for that. But this is the C-3PO. I have like the Stormtroopers, the Mandalorian, Boba Fett, and Darth Vader over there, and they're great. Like I just love this, and you can see. Use my overhead camera. There we go. So you can see the style. And there's something about like C-3PO fits so perfectly when it comes to this branding, right? Okay. And I love the fan and stuff. So I'm gonna open this up, and I actually got this one. I first bought them when I was at ages 3 and up in Vancouver. That's another great shop, and that's like I got my Gundam from there, and I'd seen these before, and I always held off on it because I thought, no, it's another line, but they don't have very many figures. on these, and this is produced by Bandai. It's Tamashii Nations, so it's good quality stuff. And I finally was just like, okay, I'm gonna bite the bullet. And now I'm like, oh my god, they're amazing. So this one I was able to get actually from Fourth Moon Toys, pre-ordered from there. So
and now you're going to be tracking down the other ones.
Yeah. So
yes,
but that's what collectors want to do, right?
Yeah,
you just want to you want stuff that you can hunt, because that's kind of the joy of it, finding stuff that's a little bit harder to get, and then actually having to do a little bit of legwork for it. So that's right.
Yeah.
Lorenzo, Darth Maul one is so dope. The only theme was perfect. So these are the two, and then if we have time, I also have Short Round.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. So I've had Short Round for a couple of years now, actually, since before Ke Huy Quan won his Oscar for Everything Everywhere All at Once. And this is when, Hasbro had everything just sort of, they got rid of the plastic.
Yes.
And so everything is in the box. And I wanted to make sure that I could open him and display him somewhere. And in terms of getting the basement ready, I've been doing that. Oh, Street Fighter, that's a great packaging. It's so hard to throw away the packaging. Are you going to keep that?
Yes, I keep them all, because this is straight from their level. Yeah, I have a whole stack of them of figuring out, because what a great little display for it too.
Yeah.
So
what are you going to do? Are you going to break it down and have it as part of the display? You're going to put it back in the box and display the box?
No.
Inside?
No. I'm so into this Street Fighter line. I already have one keeping it Ernie, which is hanging on the wall right in front of me and displayed, and I have one to open. Yeah. So now, I use on some of them, I use High School Creations, his new wall XD diorama to put on there, right? And then these are just killer, just put them up and you have them in their stage, pose them and everything. So,
no,
that's how I have it.
Join them together to make one long bit, or is that just for each?
No, because it's
very specific.
It's their stage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Chun-Li has her own stage, Ryu, and like that. So you can put them all next to each other because they're almost the same size. So
I have a confession to make.
Huh?
I never played Street Fighter.
Are you serious?
It's one of those like too many button combos. Like I'm a button masher,
right?
I knew that kind of stuff. I was like, and you see kids who are just like, well, that guy didn't even get it. He had no chance. It was special move after special move, and the guy was up in the air, and it was done.
Never came down. Yeah,
and it was just like, well, I'm not gonna play that game against that little kid. No. Right?
Nope, I had my quarter on the screen ready to get my ass kicked.
See, and that's the thing. I did not like, money was very precious. So I was like, I'm not doing that. And so that's why for me, this whole Street Fighter, like people losing their minds and like, grabbing them. It's fascinating to watch. And I'm so glad.
Great articulation, great price point. And just killer molds on them, everything. So the accessories, so this is a $24.99 figure.
Wow.
$25. You get an extra head. He wears the necklace dog tag. Wow. You get that. His move is Sonic Boom. You get that. To display it, you get a little stand and you get an extra set of hands. $24.99. That's super incredible. Articulated figure. You can't go wrong.
Yeah.
At all.
Who's the what's the company that makes them?
Jada Toys.
Jada
Toys.
Yeah. Really they're really coming to the forefront in terms of they've been around for a while.
Yeah, so people wonder, your die-cast cars and everything.
Yeah.
They started with that, and then friend of the channel, June, and over there on Toy Migos, he has come on, and we were able to talk with him from the beginning. Very passionate guy. He's the one who's running this, and they actually started with some cereal brand figures like Frankenberry, Count Chocula, and like that. That's them.
That's Jada as well.
And then they went into Universal Monsters.
Yeah.
Of like the Invisible Man, the Werewolf, Dracula, and like that.
Frankenstein.
And that yes. And they were able to expand from there and start the Street Fighter line. Now, the thing about Ultra Street Fighter 2 is we've never had any toy maker make every single character from that line. We've always missed somebody. And for the first time ever, they're going to make it happen. And we're very close already. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. And the cereal brands have continued. Oh, they did a Chester Cheetah. Great figure. Yep. And the next one coming out soon at Target is Tony the Tiger. Yep. There we go.
I saw,
super articulated.
Had a Tony the Tiger in his
Tony the Tiger. And then Fred and Barney will be up next from Fruity Pebbles. Yes.
Man.
And the next line that they're doing, Paul, I don't know if you're a fan, is Scooby-Doo.
Yes.
And the first, with all the monsters. So you'll get somebody from the gang and then 2 monsters. So wave 1 is going to be Shaggy. The green-looking guy with the face, almost like Frankenstein-looking. I can't remember his name.
Okay.
And the mummy.
Okay.
That's wave 1.
Wow.
So, and then he just threw out of nowhere at WonderCon, coming Christmas, is a Frosty the Snowman. From the old show.
Yeah,
yes.
The old Burl Ives.
Yes.
One. Yeah. The stop motion.
The Creeper. Thank you, Bitter Troll. I just saw that right now. Creeper, Mummy, and Shaggy will be the first one. So they're doing great things over there, man. Yeah. Aaron and Fred and Barney look amazing. Yeah. From Fruity Pebbles. Whoever thought you'd have figures in your kitchen that you'll be able to put up and represent your favorite morning cereal.
The nostalgia hits hard.
It does.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Like, it looks so good.
Yeah.
The Frosty.
The mini brand stuff, too, that's out there. Like,
yes.
So we've got the KFC ones that we've been, like, the SOC have been collecting. And, like, I have... Like, they're hard to get in Canada, to find in Canada, but like it's just like all these little, and they're perfectly scaled for well, they're a little bit small, but for the for 6-inch figs, these are like almost the perfect size.
Yeah.
Or if you want to populate, or TVC, if you want to populate any sort of diorama you have with some Kentucky Fried Chicken, some other things. That's crazy. And they just got the license for Invincible.
Yes.
So
see what that means, because they are, like I said, the die-cast car makers, and they use a lot of their license for those, throwing little figures, just, a static figure with the vehicle.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see. Oh, and then they also have Strong is a video game property that's going on right now that is just a little bit higher price point, but we're talking about cloth goods, a real jacket and everything like that, and that's very popular as well. So,
nice.
Shout out to June and the team over there, and they're doing amazing stuff. And what a time to be a collector,
Yeah, it's actually going to be very painful because Mondo has released a bunch of stuff that is just killer as well.
Yeah.
Like the real Ghostbusters stuff.
Yeah, did you see that? Are you getting those?
As soon as I saw them, I was like, that's an insta buy. I grew up watching real Ghostbusters, cartoon on TV, and it's just like, oh my god, these are beautiful, beautiful sculpts and renderings of them. So it's like, So I got the Egon Spank. First it was Peter Venkman and Slimer, so I got that one, and then it was Egon with the Boogeyman. Was that a donut? Little donut from the?
No, this is his move, his sonic boom. So
okay.
It's a little action accessory.
Yeah.
So
tell me you didn't watch you've never played the game without telling me you've never played the game. Is that his little turlet, his little donut that he sits on because his bum is sore?
Well, does he go swimming?
This is holy crap. Wow.
That fur is awesome.
Yeah, the fur.
Wow.
But this is so it's lined on the inside.
The
fur is
wow.
all the way on the inside. It's a pleather type material. Like look at the cutouts. The cutouts for the vent. It's the same armor that the tank troopers wore, and the mud troopers as well. Com badge that's on the arm, the communications devices, the belts, and of course the magnetic boots, which enabled them maintain their footing on the.
Doesn't those boots look like the devices used in Face Off?
Yeah.
Remember
In
that
Face Off?
movie? John
With John Travolta?
and
Yeah.
Nicolas
In the
Cage.
cage?
They were in the prison, and so they couldn't move
Oh,
around. They
that's
put on
right.
boots like that. Remember?
I forgot about that, right? That's how they kept them sort of locked into place and stuff.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. They
It's
look
really
like that.
interesting. I love the little details because these are actually from the Shore Troopers. I remember because I had to build some Shore Trooper cosplay. So these little bits there they're cobbled from there. They've got like the snowshoe, I love the Greeblies to it as well, and a little like that. This is a character that had maybe 2 minutes of screen time.
Yeah.
On Solo, it's like when they're hijacking the coaxium from that transport train, or the maglev train, or whatever. And even the helmet is a variation of the Shore Trooper helmet with the tank commander. But this is really, really great.
I didn't know they had the tubes. What are the tubes for in the back?
The tubes?
Do you
back
know?
here?
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at that. You know what? Honestly, it
Maybe
looks
to
like it's
control
powering
those?
the boots.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So there you go. But yeah, this armor is very. I mean, it's not stormtrooper armor. This is the variant of, like, I had to build mud trooper armor, and it's very much like that. I think the Imperial. It's like the officers, General Veers wore a variation of this, right? Like if you see, it's just a different color.
Yes.
Officers would wear this type of armor as well. And without I've never seen the hose connection though, which is great, and it all connects. And
that's nice.
That he's got thigh armor, and it's all looks like it's connected here. It's all
right.
Ratchet. That's really cool. Cool attention to detail that I never. I usually do deep dives on armor and stuff like this if I'm building it for cosplay, right? And so this character never even considered it, but I saw it in 1/6 scale and I was like, oh yeah, I like it. I like the look. I've got enough of these, so I'm gonna do. Here's his.
Yeah, what's his blaster?
The blaster.
That's nice.
It looks like an extended. I think this is an E10.
Oh,
so it's a variation of the E11, which is stormtroopers used. It's got the stock that was used, like Death Troopers had this. It's a very Rogue One sort of inspired design.
Okay.
It's got the shotgun sort of. I don't know what the hell that is. The holder. I'm Canadian. I don't know guns. It's got the Surefire lights scope on it. This is very reminiscent of the E11 blasters. You've got the cylinders, the battery cylinders there. Of course, it's based on an old Sten gun. And this feels like it's an elongated barrel. It's based on a what's it? Bren gun? A Sten gun. But it's, yeah. So I'm going to put it, and you can have swappable hands. So you've got his hand here. The hand he has right now is an open hand. And so I'm going to swap it out, and I'm going to have him carry a weapon. And so I'm going to work it into there.
So good thing I took a look at this because I actually saw a tiny accessory that I didn't know about. When he wins, his victory pose is him combing his flap top up.
Okay.
And it comes with a tiny comb.
Oh, that's awesome.
To put in his hand to comb the flat top.
That's great.
Wow.
So much classier than nowadays where he'd be teabagging his opponent.
And I just did a paw right now and dropped it.
It's contagious.
That tiny, and I have no clue where it went.
Oh boy.
Yeah. A tiny gray comb just landed on gray carpet.
Oh no, you'll find it. You'll find it.
All right, so before I lose this too as well, here's his little chain with dog tags
Nice.
to put on. Yeah, don't fit around his big head though. You actually got to.
You have to pop his head off.
Yeah, because look how big his head is. It's not. It's not going on, but great figure. All of them true to scale for the video game.
Mm-hmm.
So they do lots of different molds for everybody, you know, to make sure that everybody is the correct height and everything. So, I mean, the articulation on this is insane. To do poses from the video game is wild.
That's cool. How many characters do they have then? If they've got the whole lineup.
Oh my goodness!
I know Chun-Li.
So right now out available, I believe right now we're at a dozen.
Oh my!
Yeah, and we still have some more to go. Their exclusives that they've been having are Player 2 colors, which gets you. And you know, you got to pick those up too as well. Because at first you think, oh, I don't need that special color, and then you see it and you're like, yes, I do. So yeah. Oh no, man, they have it's wild. Everybody they have. I mean, they have Cammy, Fei Long. This was the special right now for WonderCon. So they did his Player 2, a deluxe Player 2 version.
Oh wow!
There's tons of characters, Paul. Tons, too many to get into, but there is at least right now is 12 available, and we should be finishing the roster hopefully by the end of the year.
Okay.
Yeah, we're getting into the deluxe figures because they're quite larger and bigger that they have to, and those are around $34.99.
Okay,
so
the same scale, they're just physically larger characters.
Oh my god, they're big. Like the new ones out that are coming out right now is Sagat. He's very tall, and so you know they had to make him larger. And Blanca is another figure, very wide base body and larger as well too. So those are the first two deluxe that we'll be getting.
Okay,
yeah. So that's super cool. You know, because I was coming on as well too. I did pick up something special for the show.
Okay.
Because I didn't want you to get upset that I would open up a Boba Fett figure. And because of your vintage collection announcement and everything, I got me a Cobb Vanth. Closest thing to Boba Fett that I could open on your show without being Boba Fett. But at the same time, for $450, I'll take them all day.
Oh, wow. Another Ross pickup?
No, this was a Walmart clearance.
Walmart clearance. Look at that.
Yeah.
There you go.
So, you know, I'll have him kicking it with Carson Teva for sure.
Wow. So was that a deluxe figure too? Because it's a lot of
this one was. Yeah. Yes, it was. Yeah. Yeah. Look at Renzi. All right, Renzi, the cooler Boba Fett. No, sir. No. This guy was a poser.
He speaks true. Though. He was a better Boba Fett than Boba Fett was. Timothy Olyphants.
The Boba Fett that should have been. Jeez, you guys, come on. See?
Well,
look at Yoko. Yeah, so this was considered a deluxe figure.
Okay.
Yeah, Tommy, that's why I did. So I'll get into this and make sure that he just wears his helmet at all times. And we'll do it. Yeah, that's a Steve figure. It is for sure.
At least Cobb didn't fall into a pit from a blind guy.
It wasn't his fault.
No.
Hey, what's up, Trevor? He was more Boba than Boba. See, I had to prepare myself for all the comments. I knew it.
It's not me roasting you. It's everybody else.
It's not. Oh, yeah. Even worse, right? Yeah. Yeah, but this was one of the deluxe vintage figures with all the accessories, you know, helmet, jetpack, everything, his detail. That's what I'm saying. I can't wait to get yours in hand to see the articulation on that and everything.
Perfect. I mean, yeah.
Are you hopeful for a type of X-Wing release?
I asked, like the greedy guy I was like, so, you're not going to do the pilot version of Carson Tava with an X-Wing? And she said, well, we already have, we just released the general, general Merrick version, of him. And I said, well, so you have them. It's just a repaint and a repack. You guys are good at that. Right? I mean,
good.
And they did re-release the Red 5 version.
Yes.
So there are no plans right now, but who knows? I mean, if this figure sells very well and there's a demand for regular pilot version. I mean, I've already read where people are like, because I think you can remove the jacket. It's just the arms remain the same, but people are saying, well, we can modify it. Just pull off the arms from another pilot and put them on.
Okay, now that you said it, I didn't want to mention it to like get in trouble, but yes, you definitely could. So get another X-Wing pilot, use those, swap the arms and like that. I also can't wait until this gets into customizers' hands.
Right.
And like everybody's saying, okay, so it's a 3 3/4, right?
Yeah.
I mean, but look at the detail in his face.
Yeah.
In yours is going to be the same. But there's customizers out there, Paul, who like to repaint the head sculpts.
Yeah.
And the details there already in the sculpt that they bring it out.
Nice.
Even more. So I can't wait till somebody does that with yours as well, too. So yeah, that would look killer.
I saw somebody told me that there's a 157 scale Carson Tava model of his X-Wing that's being released from Revell. And
really?
It was on sale on Amazon.ca. It's now available. I don't know if that means it's sold out or whatever, but the release date is supposed to be in September sometime. But it's Carson Tava's X-Wing from The Mandalorian. So there is a version out there. For now, I actually bought another X-Wing. It's a Red 3 Biggs Darklighters X-Wing. And so I have an X-Wing parked there, ready. I already have a version of the droid that Carson Tava uses. It's in there. Like I bought it on Amazon, not Amazon, on eBay, because it's a green astromech droid. So I got that. He's ready. Just needs a pilot. So
if people are wondering, do you know where yours came from?
Where my
the green one?
Oh, the green. Yeah, I had it on eBay. It was actually part of a 4-pack of droids from episode 1, the Naboo star, the Naboo ship when they're running past the blockade to escape with Queen Amidala.
Yes.
And they're the shields are down and all the astromech droids pop up and they're trying to make a repair on the ship and one by one they're getting blown away. So it's part of that. Like there were 4 or 5 of them. And it was separate from the pack, and so somebody was selling it online. It was just like, okay, I want that one. I just want the green one. So there's that. I think
there should be another one too in the if people have them in his collection too. Along with that is they did a bunch of Jedi Starfighter ships.
Okay.
Remember those? And they went through everybody's color. Mace. There was even Anakin in all black. So Mace was purple, but they also did a Kit Fisto.
Okay.
And that came with the green one too. So
okay.
Just in case if people are like, because they're gonna want to, place it with there. And then R5D4 has already been done too.
Yeah. So I've got him up
your
there
buddy
with the N1 Starfighter.
Nice.
Which is great. And what's the other one? What was I saying? I can't remember.
The droids to put with if they get an X-Wing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Speaking of that too, because there is, I have a really weird train of thought for this, but I think I saw somebody mention that there's an X-Wing for pre-order on Hasbro Pulse, and it's like Luke Skywalker's. They're re-releasing that X-Wing, and they're saying you can repaint the X-Wing, totally can. But there is Scott.
Okay.
We can repaint the decals to blue. There's no blue on Carson Teva's X-wing, and that's the other thing too, because I think Hasbro Pulse, the folks at Hasbro were saying, "Oh, we did General Merrick's, and so we already have a blue X-wing." But Carson Teva, they call him blue, but he doesn't fly a blue X-wing. If you look at the screens, he's got a red X-wing. When he lands, to talk to find the Mando to tell him that Grief Karga is in trouble, it's red. It's all red. There's no blue on it. So you need the red ones. It's a question of how many stripes are on it, right? Because
okay.
that's never quite clear in terms of when I've tried to do the screen caps for it, to see like how many stripes does he have on it. So that's still up for interpretation.
And there's plenty of X-wings out there.
Yeah.
On eBay, to switch over. That's nice.
Yeah.
You there.
You're
all right. Let's do him properly. There we go.
Nice. Oh, the helmet looks great on him too. Did you have to swap the head, or you just pull the helmet off?
Yes, it's you have to swap heads.
Okay, that's why this proportions
so, like
are perfect.
yours. Correct.
Yeah.
Yours are, your helmet goes on yours, so that's going to be cool.
Yeah.
But that's so.
You killed him.
Had to pull it. Yeah.
Sweet.
So I get, as a deluxe vintage, the paint job on here, scratches and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So you have that. Detail on the bucket, shoulder pad. That's always nice.
Looks
sometimes
great.
you don't get that. Yeah. So there we go. Now I have another.
Hi, David.
Kick it.
Have a great night, buddy. We'd all swap heads with Cobb. Yes. Yes. Oh, somebody said hello there. So then we have to say, Matthew Sinclair, if Cassian can get whacked by a Death Star, then get a 2-season series, Carson can absolutely get a series about his adventures during the rebellion. Oh, that's very kind of you. I don't think so, but that's very, very kind of you. Ooh, rockets firing.
Yeah, effects pieces.
Very nice.
Nice, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to get into that. Nice.
I am. This is what I like about opening toys with somebody else too, is there's not as much dead air in it. Well, feverishly trying, like somebody could be talking while somebody else is opening it up. Now,
so this line, I saw people questioning it and everything. And if you type up movie realization, this is where they come up on. That is the correct term for them. And you should be able to, there you go. You should be able to find what we talked about, because there's like 3 different Vaders. There's a couple Stormtroopers. There's a couple Boba Fett's. And if you ever have a chance, like if you're wondering about this line to actually pull the trigger on it, look up the Obi-Wan movie realization. That is just a killer figure by itself with the look alone. And then, like you said, you had to get this 3PO right, because just the look on this is amazing.
Yeah. Sorry. And I'm just moving this stuff around because I want to embiggen this. Is this working? Yeah. Hold on. I'm going to get, I got to do this. And then I got to do that. And then I'm going to do there.
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
I want to do that. Just wanted to do that. So you can see, And the other thing is too, and somebody made me aware of this, is there's a lot of counterfeits that are floating around of these.
Yes.
Right. So you see them on like AliExpress, because they run like over $100.
Yes.
Per fig, right? This is like 150. I think this one costs 155 for this one. So
Yes.
of course I had to start collecting them, right? Like an idiot. Anna's having a heart attack. What? Yeah. So
I'll have to admit though, Anna, the quality is there.
yeah. And
The quality is there for sure. It is not, I don't feel with these like you're getting that over, like, why did I pay so much for this? When you have it in hand, you'll definitely be able to justify it.
And I love these instructions. I love them. Why? Because they tell us what to do, how to do, how things work. Very nice. So you can see it's a lovely clamshell. And I like that, where it's pressure fitted. It's not all the way around like Hot Toys. You have to, pull the whole thing out. It's just the sheet. But look at that. The paint, it looks like metal.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Just gorgeous.
Details are amazing. I mean, look at his hands, the symbols on the hands. Look at that. Wow.
And the one leg is a different color as well. So that detail. Fan with Rebel Starbird on it.
Beautiful. So which ones do you have of these already?
So I have the Remnant Stormtrooper from Mandalorian. And he's got a little Camtono, which has some coins in it. I have the Mandalorian with Grogu, and it's great because Grogu comes with a little wooden cart.
Yes.
Right? I love that. That's what sold it. I was like, I need that little wooden cart. Right?
So good.
Yeah. I got the Boba Fett. And it's, the stylized version of that where he's got like an old flintlock sort of musket. And I have a version of Darth Vader as a general, where he's got a flaming sword. I also have another stormtrooper, but he's got like a big drum and a huge staff with a flag on it.
Oh,
So
wow!
Really nice.
That's one of the older ones.
Yeah, and so that was a good. Was that an eBay? No, I ordered that off of Amazon from a private.
Oh,
seller.
nice, lucky. Yeah.
And I got one of the Vader ones for Tommy for Christmas. So let's look at C-3PO. So he comes with this plastic. How was that? Ooh. That wasn't me. That just popped out. It was no big worries. It's the
okay.
rod that connects these two. So we'll take a look at that. I love that he has a key and a gourd hanging off of his belt, which was a style at the time, right, Ernie? So I had this gourd and a key.
Better than I had.
Which I wore on my belt, and I was looking for this Boba Fett jersey.
I had to run all over the park
and went to the wrong part of the park. After I got there, someone said, "It's back where you came from." I got back on the monorail, and I found the jersey. Ooh, look at the head articulation too. Pretty good. Very fluid. Very fluid. Not stiff, but not too loose either. And what I like is all these bits of armor or these pieces, plates, they kind of float. So they're not too difficult. Sometimes with the Hot Toys, when you try to pose them, like if they have shoulder pauldrons, they get in the way. And it's like that restricts the range of motion. Whereas these ones float quite a bit more on the... and just fell. I don't know, should I be worried? Everything's just falling on this.
It's the stylization of it. That's why. So it's the details on it. But
But honestly, this is okay. This guy's. I'll fix that.
Now the bootlegs come apart everywhere and don't stay together. So I don't.
Well, I don't know. Like the rod fell off, the hand fell off.
Yeah. Where did you order this one? Did you get it from a store though?
I got it from the store. I got it from 14
Okay,
Toys.
so then I wouldn't think the store would be carrying the bootlegs.
what I love is like, look at this detail here, the spine
Yeah.
and the little bum plate.
Yeah.
Right. Packs.
The pants on the
Yeah.
back. Look at that detail. Yeah.
Look at that. Wrinkles. Wrinkles.
Right.
Terry Smith. Wrinkles exist in real life. Okay, let's get this fan. Look at that. Will it fit? There we go. Okay, so I gotta replace the right hand.
If you do, yeah.
Or I can put it on the left hand.
The Obi-Wan on this looks cool. The Darth Maul.
Yes.
They even do Marvel.
Yeah.
Captain America, Spider-Man, in the same style. So those are cool. Iron Man.
Well, that's gone. Take a drink, everyone. I just dropped the hand somewhere. It popped out of the socket. Oh, there it is. Way down
at least
there.
you found yours. I still haven't found my comb yet. Yeah.
Take a drink. Why? Very interesting.
Yeah. Very detailed, super cool line for everybody to get into. Then we're going to get into these Mattel, He-Man, and Skeletor next.
Nice. Here. Let's put you back. Let's swap places. There you
go. So these are the Masterverse line. Somebody put in there, yes, 7-inch that they have. Yes, so I got it at Ross. So there was Fisto as well, too. Battle Armor He-Man. And Evil Lynn, but she was not there, unfortunately. I would have picked that up in a second. But the funny thing is I had this version of He-Man as a kid. If you all remember him like this. It was actually like a cap gun feature on it that allowed the popping to happen. So very nostalgic in the way he looks and the accessories. Like they just kept it like that. But He-Man, the art is great on the box.
That's great.
Yeah, almost like the old comics that used to come with the old
yeah.
figures that came into it. There's Too Bad. So, yeah. I'm usually an inbox collector, but run out of room sometimes. And oh, yeah, he's massive.
Space
wow.
Ranger.
Jeez. You know how they lock them into these plastic trays? Why do you got to add these clear rubber bands to everything?
To keep them in place so that people can't steal them easily. Seriously.
Very true.
It's sad. Like, people ruin everything. Oh, cool.
A spinner shield.
You're hypnotizing me.
Right? We're supposed to be doing a brand new Masters of the Universe movie.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know how far that's greenlit. There's always just so many rumors nowadays of they already started shooting, or this person's playing He-Man, or this and that, you know?
Yeah, and there's so many delays that the cast changes or the director drops out because of creative differences.
Right. But the word is we're supposed to get another one. That classic old He-Man movie, though, did you ever see that?
The classic He-Man with Dolph Lundgren?
Yes.
Hells yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I feel to me that was the first end credits type of scene after the credits movie.
Okay.
I wish somebody would know, because I got to see it at the drive-in and at the very end, because Nix was a Monster Squad. And so, you're waiting. I got scared the shit out of me, dude, when Skeletor pops up out of the water and just laughs. Like,
I forgot about that.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, to me, I think that was a very after credits in a movie, that they actually have now.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, this is a great face sculpt.
It is. Oh wow.
He-Man. Yeah.
Not bad for $5.
Right? Look at his lion Palderon right there.
Well
yeah, this
done.
reminds me of the toy. I think maybe it was a different one. Maybe somebody could correct me though. Was didn't his chest used to move into like battle damage, I believe? Or am I thinking of a different one? This is the cap one, maybe. But
I don't know.
how cool to get our toys restylized into a different version, nowadays. Because that He-Man mold was just used over and over again for all their figures.
Right.
But this has a lot. It was a different one. All right, bit of troll things. Lots of detail. Large figure. Over 30 points of articulation. That's awesome.
Incredible.
It was battle damage He-Man. Okay.
Battle
Cool
damage
feature, but I
He-Man.
think there is one out there, yeah.
There you go. I
There's
posed
this one.
C3PO. Oh, look at that.
Oh, you did? Oh, with the fan in. Nice.
That's great. I love this. I love them. Nice and just.
And the thing is, with the other characters in
Yeah.
the line, he's going to look so cool.
Yeah.
Right.
There we go.
That's the thing of why you got to get the other ones.
There's one with there's an archer. That looks pretty dope. So
Yeah, the Stormtrooper, right?
Yeah. And they're older ones. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the Obi-Wan Kenobi one that's supposed to be coming out.
Yeah,
And,
the look on that is amazing.
Yeah.
There's He-Man. No sword, though. You'd think that
there's no
he would
sword?
have his sword. No sword. Yeah.
Ah,
Right? He-Man. How are you going to give me a He-Man without his sword?
that
Oh,
is
wait.
so weird. Because I have the power.
Right, yeah.
It's a bit disappointing.
Maybe? Oh, maybe there is.
Worst $5 ever.
Yeah. Right, exactly, John. You should at least come with half of the sword. Oh, and more accessories in a baggie. Well, that's cool. But what is He-Man without Skeletor, right? This is the classic.
That's right. Oh, I'm looking forward to this one.
Yeah.
That one looks great.
Yeah, this is a play on the classic.
What is going on? Let me see.
I really like the idea of Evolution's Carson Teva.
Yeah.
So I do have to ask, and I hope I'm not a jerk.
No.
Or don't. I don't know. Should I even ask you?
What's that?
The figure.
Yeah.
Did you wear your jacket with the pilot uniform?
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah. At the
It's my
beginning
bad.
of beginning of that episode, the episode with Zeb Aurelius.
Yes.
He's at the bar and he's got his
In the bar.
he's got his jacket on with his flight suit underneath it. There's literally a
There
picture
it
of him
is.
leaning up against the bar. Right?
Yes. Yeah.
So
My bad. All right.
thanks.
There it is.
True fan.
So that.
Good friend. Thanks, Ernie. Thank you.
Well, I saw it and I immediately was like, I know he wears that jacket when he goes to talk. I know like this, and I was like, okay.
Thanks, Ross. I appreciate it. Keep those pre-orders coming. Can't believe it's sold out.
Peso Club. Okay, There we
Nice.
go. There you go. The old school staff. Yes, Cat.
You're gonna hear it now, Ernie.
I wanted to ask.
It's not for me. Yeah, that's fine. You could have messaged me privately, discreetly. That's what I love about you, Ernie. So without guile.
Well,
It's
just
like-
you know,
I'm gonna get roasted for this, but I don't care.
just in case, right?
Just in case. Can you imagine? What if I'd lied and went, no, that's the other thing. Isn't that funny? He never ever wore the jacket with his flight suit. And
Well,
like
'cause
watch you
it's
just go
happened
online
before.
and just go without verifying it.
Yeah,
He told me
yeah.
that does a figure come with a beard? No, I think much to the chagrin of Ryan Dole. But luckily he has, because he was saying, well, he should be coming with come with a glass of spotchka because he's drinking it.
Correct. The Cantina set should have the cups, right?
So, woo.
Bro calls himself a fan and a friend. Sorry.
Nice. Oh, that's a great sculpt. That looks badass.
An update to a classic. Yes, it really is.
Wow.
So a grail of mine that I could never. Oh, Yoko's still here. Gosh dang it. Now it's never going to be left alone. Hi, babe. Yes, I am. That's a stipulation of the show. Funboxing Sundays. So,
Hi, Kareen.
tons of articulation, man.
That's great.
What a great figure. So a grail of mine, though, that I've never gotten, that I still check eBay all the time, but it's very high priced, is a 7-inch figure just like this, but it's a Keldor, who he was before becoming Skeletor. He has like this nice goatee going down, thick black hair. Like his face sculpt before Skeletor is amazing. And it was an old con exclusive and everything. It's just a pricey figure. But someday, I hope to get a Keldor to put right next to this Skeletor. Yeah. That's great, though. Yeah.
Does he glow in the dark, the face?
No, I don't think so. It was always just that color green that they used. But he never did the old one or this one. But no, the red in the eyes. It was just always that color.
What accessories does he come with?
Just the staff. Well, I'm going to check again right now because he doesn't get his sword either. But what's that? The staff don't fit in there.
What?
Look. Right. So I need to check now.
Wow.
Because I just tossed this one too. So maybe.
Okay, while you're searching for that,
yes,
I'm gonna. Here it is. I'm going to. I'll forget it. I will switch over to this. I have opened up Short Round, Indiana Jones.
Nice.
Did Ernie tell you how I called him a power? Because he pulled out a rebel jacket after 9 years that I've never seen before.
Well,
what jacket is that?
I have on my Teva shirt today.
Oh,
comic.
Yeah.
Okay. We hit Disney. I went, and it's a little bit chilly today.
Okay.
And so I ran in the closet, and I'm like, what better way than bust out my jacket? And I came out, and she was just all, what is that? And I was like, my jacket? She's like, I've been with you for 9 years. I've never seen that jacket. And I was like, oh, really? But it is an old jacket. It's the old Mark Echo cut and sew X-Wing pilot.
Yeah, okay. I saw I saw it in the I saw it in the stream. Your thumbnail for your Disney post. Yeah. Bull Airs gave me one that was very similar to that.
Correct. It does. Yeah, because these were very hard to find.
Yeah.
So
amazing. We could be
that.
twins.
Yeah. So I was rocking this in the park today.
Nice. Styling.
Yeah. But she was all about it. Just why do you have a rebel jacket? How do you have a rebel? You don't do rebel anything. And I'm like, well, I'm representing Paul today. I got to.
Nice.
So
Thank you.
yeah, because I love the hoodie. The hoodie is basically the helmet,
Yeah.
the best way that they could with the markings, and it
That's
even
great.
has the
The little visor.
yellow. Yeah,
That's perfect.
old Mark Echo cut and sew, or that one. So yes, in the box there is actually the sword.
Ah, so Skeletor has a sword.
Yes,
He-Man doesn't.
but He-Man did not. Weird, right? So there's Skeletor's hat. Tell me that's why it's $5, Ernie. Yeah, true. No, this Skeletor I had to have his full price.
Well, that's why you got the sword.
That's why I got the sword. Yeah.
Adelphi Rangers want to know where you get that shirt.
That's a Fallen Fett custom right there.
Nice. Skeletor.
Skeletor dons his sword. Yeah, but it is Paul from the Mandalorian comic. That's what's there.
Huh.
So that's what I like to rock. And then I have the build. Oh, check that out.
So yeah, here, hold on. Let me
Oh my goodness, it is.
go back and I will swap this and I will then begin this. Here we go. So yeah, my buddy over at Bull Airs got me this one.
Oh, nice.
Custom one, Bull Airs. And it's similar. It's not quite the same. It's similar. But he's
Right.
you've
See,
got
yours
the
has
Bull
the
Airs
front stuff. Yeah.
patches. But it's very, very reminiscent. Yeah. Yeah. Let's equalize so it all looks. Yeah, you have the big Starbird on it.
Yeah. It's fuzzy.
Okay.
And then no markings on the side.
This one
That's
is
a nice one though.
got little straps on it, which is really nice. This is leather.
I have one up top. Nice.
Right. Victory symbols
Those
in
were-
the pockets.
Those were limited edition though, right?
Yes. Yeah, all the stuff that they do is limited.
Correct.
Which
Right.
is great because it's all custom. It's all custom. So yeah, Tom over at Bull Airs, he gifted this to me in LA.
When we finally do our Disney trip, we're gonna have to rock them.
Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds like a plan. That's nice.
I dig it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool.
It's a little side pocket here.
And I like that.
Yeah.
Very nice. And your shoes too.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Right.
Yeah,
So you can rock those. Yeah.
that's right. I gotta break those shoes in though, man. So they are, because they're custom, they're so stiff,
Oh, of course.
right?
Yeah.
So it's like, oh my god.
Yeah, to do some trips around the house and like that.
Yeah. Because I
Oh no. There goes
you're
all
done,
of Tommy's money.
you're done. You're done. That's his kryptonite. Zelda is his kryptonite.
It is. Yeah.
Oh, gosh. So this was the inside of the short round.
Okay.
My hoodie was from Bull Airs. Bull Airs, they're a company that does custom Nikes, basically low cut and high top, and where they will take the a franchise and they'll do like a themed shoe based on that limited run. You can check it out at bullairs.com. And they do hoodies and jackets and whatnot. And so they're usually limited runs, so you can check that. I don't know if they're still available. And Ernie, you got yours from?
Just real quick too, he does tons of properties as well. Very popular was the Back to the Future.
Yeah,
with
They
the
did the mag
mag
lift.
shoe and everything. Yes, yeah. So not only that, but you got to check him out because he does tons of properties as well too.
Yeah.
Mine is just the old Mark Echo cut and sew. So your best bet would be eBay and type in cut and sew, and there was a lot of them. There was the Luke X-wing pilot. There was the AT-AT driver. There is the Boba Fett, a Vader, and then some other specialized, stylized versions as well too.
So I just want to point out here that this is the no plastic, no window. You
Right.
couldn't see the figure. They come in all you're supposed to be sustainable in terms of the packaging. I love this little bit of detail because a figure comes wrapped in a piece of paper, but look, it's a map.
Yeah. Isn't that great?
That's so smart. That's such a nice little touch. And so here is short round. This is pretty good. I'm gonna zoom in. I'm gonna hold it up like a sucker.
Yeah, it is.
This looks great. A little soft.
Mm-hmm.
The jacket is good. The cut could be better, but I think he wore it kind of loose over his shoulders.
It was very loose fitting, like as if it wasn't his own, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So
now,
right.
I don't have his hat. I suppose maybe it'll be in the accessories.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Do you have others from this line, Paul? I like this line.
He's the only one that I grabbed because I
Uh-huh.
didn't want to I was thinking of getting tote, but then it was like, okay, then I got to get all these other ones, and I'm getting out of.
You do.
Collecting
You'll get hooked.
size. Yeah,
because it's indie.
And so
yeah.
So I'm gonna pull back a little bit, and they're all in here. It's got a little knife, little dagger that he had, a torch to burn indie with, right?
Wake up, Indy.
Dr. Jones's hat. Yeah, wake up, Indy. Wake up. I love you. Hat and his Yankees.
There it
cap.
is. Nice.
Put that. Oh,
there he is.
Great.
Yeah.
And the little voodoo doll that the Raj was sticking indie with. That's actually really good. Like
that is
his copy of it. Oh, damn. Good night, Rosa. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Good night.
And this is good night, King of Sparta. Good night, Anton. Thanks for joining, my friend.
Bob Fetta. I've missed you guys. I forgot about that. That's great.
Cherry picking makes for yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah.
Yoko, I know Yoko does that. She's very cutthroat about. She's not a completist at all.
Correct.
That's the one thing I've learned about Yoko. She's very much like, nope. I
what
like
she
this.
Wants.
So I'm gonna just get that. I'm like, wow. It's like, nope, I'm fine. God damn it. Because now I'm looking at this going, oh, maybe I should get that toe. The German guy.
You're gonna deep dive because it is a good line. It really is. It's a good line, good articulation. Yeah. The thing about this series though too is, Paul, that it comes with your building accessory.
And that's the thing, the artifact.
Yes, so the artifact.
Oh man, so they have here.
Yeah, see?
And the eyes of the Ankara stones and the nose.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's Anna.
Yeah.
Nope. That just makes me want to get them more, baby. That's all I'm saying.
Order it more.
That's right.
I thought it was a solid line. I don't have everything, but I have quite a few.
Yeah. That's the short round looks great though.
He does.
Loving that.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. We're gonna lose. The indie line is finite. They just they stop.
Yeah.
The guns.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
So you can get what you had wanted and go from there.
Yeah. This is great. This is a great little fig.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it was a solid line, and unfortunately, it stopped. So, yeah.
Now
but it was good though.
And I'm just looking at. You got to get them all. So there's 3 indies. What the what?
Oh, there's quite a few indies, bro.
There's indie with a shirt, like indie with his. That's old indie, I think. So, let's see. Oh. So that looks like an older indie without a without a shirt, and Indy with the shirt with the sleeves ripped off when he cuts the bridge. But that's from the Dial of Destiny.
Correct.
This character.
So is the old Indy. Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to get old Indy to get if I want to complete the artifact.
Yeah,
No,
that's
I don't
what
want
I'm
the
saying.
artifact.
That's what I'm saying is there's tons of indies.
It's a slippery
out there.
slope. Yeah. I'm good with short round. That's why I went and grabbed him. It was like short round I want 100%. Like I got to get short round because when I started when he was introduced, I was like, we were about the same age. I was like, oh my God, he gets to hang out with Indiana Jones and he's driving a car. So Rhino Hobbies is missing 3 figures. Oh boy.
Oh wow, that's good, Rhino. I didn't know you were that deep into the line.
They're out there. Pretty sure there's an Indiana Jones wearing his professor suit. Yeah, and there's one with he's in a tuxedo.
Yes. That was over here. That was our Target exclusive.
Okay. That's
From,
at the very beginning.
Club Obi-Wan with the diamond.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Yes, that's right. Club Obi-Wan.
And another small, very small piece for you to lose. Because he comes with it.
Oh.
So somebody told me to check He-Man's accessories to make sure he didn't come with a sword. And no sword.
Wow.
That's odd.
That is weird. But I guess he got a spinning shield.
Right? Yeah.
In lieu of any weapons, here's a shield.
The Spinneroonie shield. So I guess we'll have to take that. The Skeletor. Oh, classic. I need to put him next to Megatron.
A mossy.
Cobra Commander. Yeah, looks great. That's probably my favorite of the night right there.
Looks awesome.
Yeah. Put him on my villain shelf with Megatron and Cobra Commander. And... Yeah.
I'm quite pleased with this C-3PO. Really.
So nice.
Love. He just fits so perfectly.
Yeah.
In that, this style. And the fact that he has a fan.
Yeah.
It's kind of like you go, yeah.
I like it. Yeah, that's a great pose that you did. Yeah.
I
don't have him. I think you may have enabled me.
It's a great fig.
I know.
I have to remind myself to pick up that hand.
He looks solid.
Underneath.
Like it.
Ernie, thank you
sir.
so much for leaving the park early, leaving your wife behind to come in and open up some toys with me and chat with me about the week that I've had and that we've had. I appreciate you so much, man. Where can people follow you and find you if they don't know who you are?
Well,
let me be better than that. That was so stupid. Where can people follow you now that they know who you are and love you and want to see more of your content because it fucking rocks?
Thank you, sir. I am on Wednesday nights at 6 p.m. on YouTube under the Fallen Fett Chronicles. You can join myself, the lovely Yoko McCann, the king of trivia. Tommy is there as well. And to always round us out and bring us back is Dario, the 80s baby. And at any one time, there'll be a show of either all of us there or some of us. And it's just your Wednesday variety show to get you over the hump. And we'll just go over everything. You need that break in between. And we like to just sit there and chat and welcome the Federation and go over lots of things. It's mostly Yoko correcting me on everything, though. Lots of tomatoes are thrown. But it's still a very enjoyable show. So... again, Wednesday nights on the Fallen Fett Chronicles. I do another show as well, Wednesday at 8 p.m. with the Sarlacc Digest. And they're found on YouTube where we go over Star Wars news. We go over some episodes and review all things Star Wars. It's a great little community over there for some positive Star Wars talk. And Thursday nights with the Toy Migos. As you can see, I have a very bad habit here of collecting tons of toys, and we give you all the latest and greatest toy news, and we go over things over there too. That's Thursday nights on the Toy Migos YouTube channel. They're not dolls. And then hopefully, we'll see when Kevin picks a day in the return of the Boba Squadron. So we can all get back and enjoy some Andor, maybe. Hopefully he has some time. I know everybody's busy. But if not, you can check out Kevin's Toying Around old channel on All of Us, to where there's plenty of old Boba Squadron episodes to go catch up on. And catch us.
It's going to be hard. Andor is going to be hard just because it's 3 episodes.
Yeah.
So it's like about 3 hours of content to go through.
Yeah.
And then the hardest thing, though, is all of us being able to find a time that we're all available to get together.
Correct.
And all of us to have seen it all. We can
There's
chat about it.
Yeah.
Because how many times that happens? Like, have you seen it yet? It's like, no, I haven't. Not yet. I've tried to. So.
Yeah, but thank you, Paul, so much for the invite. Man, I'm so sorry. You were absolutely right. You said at the beginning, you invited me many times before. I've been stuck at Disney. It was perfect timing last night. I rearranged my schedule, and I was so happy to be, especially on this episode, with all the great news. So thank you, brother. Dear friend, I love you, man. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm so happy that Hasbro went along and did it. And yes, we are going to be greedy. So now we need to start the petition for Black Series. Yes, throw in Hot Toys there.
100%.
And if we have 3 3/4, let's go ahead and just start naming off all these different Carson Tavas that we can get, especially with the next week.
Yeah,
but
hey, they got the molds.
For reals, man. Congratulations and thank you so much. It was a great time.
Thank you.
I missed the Bitter Brigade, and oh man, this was awesome.
It's amazing. And this is we've got time traveling nomads saying great show, first live. You usually catch the rewinds, and so this is wonderful. Thank you so much for that. I can't tell you, Ernie, how much this means to have you on this particular show as well.
Aww.
You've always been so supportive. Your heart is so big, and you are super generous. I like this. I like bringing on friends and having guests and people to sort of chat with. There's something about this format that I'm really, really digging. Because usually I do the solo and it's fun, but it feels like I'm running around, and with Anna helping out too, I think we can really start to grow this into something even more fun. So I'm looking forward to that. Never feel bad if you're like, I know how important Disney is for you. And stuff. So I'm really glad that we were able to make this work. So thank you so much for rearranging your schedule for me. I do really do enjoy your company, and we don't hang out enough. So
yeah, so this is good. So anytime, just tell me beforehand, and it was great, man. I needed this. I haven't been on myself in a couple of weeks. So happy for you. So me and you chatting together tonight was great therapy. You don't know how much it's lifted me up, man, and all everybody in the chat and everything too. It's such a great feeling. So anytime I can, man, I will always be there for you.
Oh, I appreciate that. I appreciate you. And you deserve the best, man. You always deserve the best. And so here we go. See, break in between where you've claimed to be a Mandalorian for 9 years, and still all of a sudden you have random rebel jackets.
Sorry. I guess somebody wants a rebel jacket of her own, right?
There you go. We didn't talk about Japan or any of the exclusives. We didn't talk about that hot toy thing that I was going to tell you. So somebody basically, there's a guy named Justin's Collectibles, and he's based out of Australia. And I was on his show like 3 years ago.
Okay.
And he said he was commissioning somebody to do a custom 1/6 scale Carson Tava figure. And I was like, oh, cool. Really nice. Like, awesome. Yeah. And then time went on and nothing. And it's like, okay, that's cool. Not that I was expecting it. Anyways, he messaged me saying it's ready. It's taken years, but it's ready, and I'm going to ship it to you. And so we have an
he was doing it for you.
Yeah, for me.
Oh,
so he's shipping. So as soon as it comes, I will be doing an unboxing of this custom Carson Tava 1/6 scale fig. If people like it, I don't know. Let's get on Hot Toys to sort of go, hey, what's up?
Yeah,
So there's that news. Star Wars Celebration in Japan. It feels like everybody but you and me are going.
exactly. I think that's like the truest statement. Yeah,
But
we're
that's
gonna have
cool.
the biggest FOMO here,
It'll
but
be
oh
okay.
well.
Wait, you're not
Yeah,
gonna die. We're not gonna die. We'll be fine.
yeah.
And if anything, I'm really looking forward to. We didn't talk about the exclusives, but they hit it up really quick. The only ones I'm really kind of interested in are the Hot Toys, Galen Urso, the Darth
Ooh.
Vader. That one,
Mhm.
I if I didn't have a Vader, I'd want that one. But the Star Wars Micro Galaxy Squadron is the Celebration exclusives. I don't think they've really
Yes.
dropped yet. They just have the silhouettes. But
Right.
can we talk about the Hasbro Visions Black Series? That friggin'
That's a must.
I was looking at that at first, I was like, nah, but now Mr. Stevie 18 has dropped close pictures of it. And I'm like, oh, damn it.
It did a lot. The box,
Yes.
inbox guy right here. The box itself is beautiful.
Brutal.
I love when you get a nice, beautiful, exclusive
Yeah.
box as well too. The packaging on that is going to be great. But yeah, the Ronin with his droid, the hat for the droid, it's going to come in black and white. It's a very large figure.
Yeah.
That's definitely on my list. I hope that somebody can hopefully grab for me as well too.
Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Yeah, I think it's a must have.
Yeah.
It's just that was one of my favorite episodes from Visions.
Yeah.
As well too, the style, and I'm pretty sure they're also bringing more of those. So we're going to get more of the Ronin. So for me, I think yes, I know. So see, out of everything from Celebration, I believe that is a must have. I like it. Do I personally feel it's a little bit high priced? I get it though. It's an exclusive.
Exclusive.
It is. So
it's
that's
going to be even more high priced after.
Oh, secondary?
Yeah.
Yes.
Be nuts.
Absolutely.
But.
Yeah. But I think if you're on the fence, like I was saying, just about the price, there's a lot more on the other side of the fence to pull the trigger and to go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully one of our many friends can come through in the clutch and get it.
Yeah.
Anyways, so there we go. We talked.
There it is.
Usually we do. We talked, but I think the real important talk was friend to friend, catching up with each other, opening toys, and of course everyone in the chats. I love this community. I love that you talk to each other. We have fun with each other. There's chirping that's going on, good-natured ribbing. There's information that's exchanged, and it's lovely. So thanks so much, everybody, for joining in. This was, Funboxing episode 88. I do this stream. I'm going to be doing it more regularly every Sunday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific time. We're going to have guests coming on the show. We're going to have fun. We're going to unbox some more geeky collectibles, do some half-ass reviews. There's a drinking game. We didn't talk about the drinking game.
No.
We'll talk about it.
Your picture threw it off.
I was just sort of all over the place. But thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you all. Have a fantastic week. If you have a drink, get it in your hand. We're going to toast each other. Here's to the week that was just past. We're getting through it. Here's to the week coming up in the future. Be awesome. Stay awesome. Be kind to others. Be kind to yourselves. Cheers to all of you. Thanks for being around. I appreciate you. Oh, that's yummy. And as always, take care of yourselves and keep playing with your toys. All right. See you. And now here's the awkward bit, because I didn't talk to Anna about how we should
end it.
Yeah, because there's a thing, but of course, did we talk about it? How to end it? No, it's under this. I'll do it right now. So this is something I really should have. We were all worried about the beginning, and I still screwed that one up.
It's all right, though.
The ending.
Yeah. Still a learning process.
Still learning. Good night, everyone. Have a great week.
Good night, folks.
And end stream.